Are you tired of the same old sports media? Are you tired of hot takes, arguments, and questions that are just completely off base?
Luckily, we have something for you. Touchdowns and tangents of the people, for the people, by people who care about the culture and all its concise commentary.
What's up, good people? I accidentally hit play, so here I am, stalling, while Kenny goes and gets Nikki from the door. But yeah, man, it's Touchdowns and Tangents, live from Hawthorne, California. I am PD Camarillo, and we are your Thursday night spot for NFL takes, topical tangents, and concise commentary for the culture. Yeah, so I don't know what Kenny was doing, but he just walked out here like he couldn't even walk. Man, I had his first day back in the gym and just lost all sense of circulation. Hate to see it, but once again, you know how it is. You know how it is with him. Yeah, man, we'll get to that a little bit later with Scumbag Court, new segment coming up. Kenny's got a lot of stuff to answer for this week. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, though, there she is, the illustrious producer. Nikki's in the house. Yeah, man, so if you guys want to mic up. I accidentally hit play, and I already had everything up, and I was like, I'm not going to redo this all over again. So here I am, stalling. And he's taking his seat on the hot seat.
Is that a new couch?
Nah.
/3
This for a long time. It was just in another room. Decided to make it more functional. Background to my brother's Zoom. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Kenny?
What's up?
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good.
I was talking mad shit before you came on, Kenny.
When are you're always talking mad shit when I'm like not around and when I'm around.
Yeah, and adjacent to you.
Even if it's not about me, somehow you're talking shit about me.
But yeah, man, a lot of stuff we got to talk about this week.
Let's talk about it.
USC shitting their pants and almost losing.
No, definitely not that mid-ass Thursday night football game between the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Somehow they gave me almost 16 points. I don't understand.
When I last looked at it, the Broncos were down 0-16.
What is it?
19-8.
19-8. Wow, how
That's
mid
not
is
hard.
that?
Who got the who got the touchdown for Denver?
It was Jerry Jeudy. I'm going to laugh.
I think it was because they were talking shit.
Was it?
No, it was Sutton. Fuck yeah. Thank God. Fuck, I think I benched him. Fuck.
I think you did.
I think I benched him for Chris Godwin. Fuck.
Who did it to you?
Coaching. Let's see who scored for the Chiefs.
Travis
Guesses?
Kelce.
Nope.
I have him in one of my leagues. Wait, he didn't
Worse.
score?
Worse.
Justin Watson.
Worse.
Wasn't Sky Moore.
Worse.
Definitely wasn't McKinnon.
Worse.
Has to be, fuck, who was it?
Is it the guy with the
Pacheco?
two last names? No.
Pacheco?
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to think.
3 catches for 9 yards and 1 touchdown. A cool 10 points
I think I'm just going to cut
off 9
I'm
yards.
just going to cut all the Chiefs fantasy players off my roster.
They're like low-key becoming the new Patriots.
Exactly that.
What does that even mean?
Like
Means
as far as
nobody's going to have a great stat line.
like not consistently every week. It's going to be a different person every single week.
Kelsey has 21 fantasy points. Pacheco has 16.
So pretty much Gronk.
And Corey Dillon or Anton Smith.
Well, that's way back, sir.
Well, I mean, I was
I would
leaning
more say
towards that
LeGarrette
offense.
Blount.
anyway.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blount. There you go.
That one year he had
Wait,
17
what?
touchdowns.
Someone said Blunt? No, I'm just kidding.
Swisher?
It's been a long 2 weeks, man. Been a long 2 weeks. But yeah, so besides that, Monday Night Football was a hell of an experience. Drunk Kenny is a hell of an experience. One that you only need to experience once in your life.
Drunk getting over depression, Kenny?
Oh, here we go.
Says the
Now
guy-
he's blaming it on the depression.
Oh,
Nikki
no.
was over here depressed as fuck, drinking her sorrows away, and was not being loud as fuck. So
I said, hey, man,
I'm just saying.
when I get blacked out,
I'm just saying,
I've gotten
dog.
blacked out drunk, and I
Kenny, I
can't
just need
control
you.
the tone
I just
of my
need
voice.
you to admit you can't drink with Tauruses, dog. That's all we need. That's
I
all we
can't.
need to hear.
Y'all are actually the most insufferable human beings to be around when you get drunk.
Here we go.
I want to kill you when you get drunk. I'm being
Here
honest.
we go.
I'm,
Like-
a, I'm a happy drunk. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah, your mom
said
could drink you
y'all.
under the
You said
table,
y'all.
bro.
Yeah, again, like
Your mom would drink you under the table.
she won't. What's this she
I'll put
won't
up
do?
a bottle of Henny. That's
The only thing that would stop me is diabetes.
That's a
Otherwise,
big stop.
I'll just
That's
keep.
a big
I'll
wall.
just keep going.
That's
Fuck
a big
it.
wall,
If I
dog.
die, I die. I'll
That's
just
a
keep
big
going.
wall, dog.
Look you right in the face. Like, you know what? I'm probably need medical attention. Fuck it.
But yeah, man. So there we were at this crowded dive bar, which
It was
Nikki,
not
you've been
crowded.
to.
There were 7 people
What
in
you
that
been to?
bitch.
We went to
There were
Blondie's.
7 people in there.
There was more than 7. The whole bar was full. There was no bar
Okay,
seats.
Blondie's or the other one? The one I threw up at? In the bathroom? In
You
the
told
toilet?
on yourself, dog.
Oh, fuck. Like y'all haven't thrown up somewhere before.
Anyway, so there we were drinking. You know, we
I'm
go
never
to
eating kettle
shitholes
chips again in my life.
to not
though.
talk.
They don't make me feel good.
And there's Kenny fucking yelling, screaming like he's in Arrowhead Stadium.
I really
And sure
wasn't.
enough, we were only there like 45 minutes, but I look up and we're like 3 of 5 people in the whole bar. And I was like,
That
well,
wasn't my fault.
we fucked up the bartender's tips. Let's get out of here.
Nah, people were leaving.
And so then that's when we went back to the other bar. And that's when Kenny knocked out for a solid 45 to an hour. Got up. Like his seat was on fire. And everyone, all 7 of us in that bar knew right away what he was going to do. Like that man got up like he was on a mission.
Wait, you were asleep? At the
No,
He was
I wasn't
asleep.
asleep. I was not asleep. I was
You were
watching the
asleep,
game.
dog.
I wasn't asleep. I was watching the game.
The
and
game
drinking
was already
beer.
over, bro.
And I was on my phone. I don't know what I was
You
doing.
were literally asleep,
I was
Kenny.
not asleep.
He was literally
I was
asleep
literally
for
not
45
asleep.
minutes.
I was not asleep.
Nobody even woke him up because we just wanted the quiet. Like it
Bro,
was
I
nice.
wasn't asleep.
Kenny,
just
you were
wasn't-
literally asleep, dog.
No, I was not.
You were literally,
I literally
out
was not.
TKO
I was
on
drunk,
your feet,
but
dog.
I don't pass out
Kenny,
and not remember shit.
I hate to
and
tell
then
you
keep
this, bro.
drinking.
You were asleep.
I was not asleep.
You were asleep. We can ask Andre, bro. You were asleep.
I need evidence in the bar.
Oh, so you want me to take incriminating evidence of you being asleep at a bar? What kind of friend is that? I don't do that. My friends do that.
Oh God,
My friends do that to
you're
me.
a fucking liar,
My
bro.
friends do that to
You're
me.
fucking
I don't-
lying.
I've never done
you
that
are
to you.
lying on air.
I've never done that
That's
to
cool.
you.
We're lying. So
I've never done that to you.
I'm lying now.
I've never done that to you.
No. Since we're lying, since you're lying, I'm lying.
Anyway, so this man goes to sleep. Then he goes, wakes up out of nowhere, just goes and fucking yaks. Everyone knows he's going. So the bartender goes, follows him, checks on him. She's like, yeah. She's like, it's okay. She's like, it's okay. It's a clean throw up. And I was like, all right, cool. Sorry about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
She never checked on me.
She did. The door was open.
The
She
door
walked
was
by
open.
you.
Walk in and be like, "Hey, you good?"
No, she walked by the door and made sure you were on your feet and in front of the toilet.
I literally just spotted that.
What is her 5'3", 120-pound
I was like,
gonna
so
go
you
in the
say she checked
bathroom
on
and
me?
do?
Like, what the fuck? She
walked by
I
and
did
checked
not
on
see
you.
her walk by. I swear to God, my back was
Well,
turned the
because
whole
you were
time.
throwing up.
I'm thinking,
See?
like,
You
oh,
see?
I
See?
mean, nah, I thought you
No, she went to go see that you're okay, and if you weren't, she was gonna tell us to go get you or kick us out. Like that's what was gonna happen.
No, I timed it. I was like,
Anyways, so
You felt this watering in your cheeks, and you.
I felt like
he came back a new, refreshed man. He
it
was.
was like all the way up. I was
You just
like,
said bottom of your feet getting hot. Is that like
So-
is that your like throw up trigger? Like that's how you know you're about to throw
and
up?
I felt it in my stomach, and I was like, oh, fuck. But
First off, fix your mic, bro. First off, fix your mic.
Whenever I'm about to throw up, I have this like my
I get the lemony
Yeah.
taste in my throat. Yeah.
you know, right here in my jaw starts to hurt. And I'm like,
I feel that shit.
it's time.
So he walked
that shit from
back,
the bottom
a
up.
renewed man, smiling, happy. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good now. I'm ready to keep drinking." And we're like, oh yeah, dude.
I said water. I said
you might want
water.
to. You might want to take the throw up off your shirt.
I was so mad.
And
at
we're
that
like-
shit.
Hey,
I
it's
was
called
so
puke
mad.
quality.
I thought it was clean. No, because I hit
And
the
we were
toilet
like-
and it was clean. But
And
I
we're
did
like,
almost. I almost slipped in some
Sir,
piss.
I'm presenting my prosecution
This is
right
a
now.
bullshit case.
I'm presenting the
This
prosecution
is a
right now.
bullshit case.
I'm presenting the
There's
prosecution.
video evidence of you fucking being wild.
So there he was.
Like you can't even count this.
with this throw up on his shirt, and we're like, "Come on, freshman!
I didn't
like,
know
at
it
least
was
clean up
there.
your sweater. Like, take the sweater off. Like, do something, bro."
I
like,
did.
So he finally sits down and takes his sweater off, and then he just
this
drops.
took 10 seconds,
He just
by the way.
drops his fucking Super Bowl hoodie.
I didn't.
And everyone's like watching it, and we're like, "Oh, let's hope he forgets it." And
I'm
me
definitely
and
not
my
forgetting it. I
friend,
fucking
even the
love that hoodie.
bartender was like, "Yo, don't." Like the bartender picked it up. She's like, "Don't forget this."
She
If you
didn't pick
forget
it
this,
up.
I'm gonna take it.
She wasn't even standing that close to the table, bro. I took it
Bro,
off
she walked
and put it on the
around
seat
and
next
it
to me.
fell.
Fuck you mean? No.
And it fell, and she picked it up and
I
gave it
had
to you.
post throw up clarity. No, she didn't.
Okay, Kenny.
I took the hoodie off myself. You said
We
there you
all
go.
talked about
and
it.
I put it right next to me.
And
I
I'm
was
talking
not forgetting
about
that
after
fucking
that.
hoodie.
I'm
that
talking
I can
about
literally
after
get
that.
nowhere else.
I'm talking about after that.
Y'all need a talking pillow. You seen those like interventions?
Nah, because he be straight up lying.
No.
He'll say 80% truth and then throw in, oh yeah, and he smoked some crack afterwards. Like, no, I fucking didn't. Like, you
No, I'm not even saying that, bro. Everything I'm saying, it sounds
We'll throw in
realistic
a
given the
lie
situation.
on some shit that's 80% true, and you'll throw in an
Bro, we
extra
have
little
witnesses,
lie.
man.
Okay, cool.
So, anyways, he takes his hoodie.
I'm not
Whatever.
denying what happened, but I'm saying
Then
how
my
you're saying
buddy,
it.
then my buddy goes in the bathroom and he's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't throw up on the floor
I
in the
didn't.
corner."
I didn't.
And he's like, "No, I swear to God, I didn't." And he starts
really
getting
didn't.
all
That
mad
wasn't
and
me.
loud again.
Nah,
and we're
'cause that
like,
shit don't
"Really?"
matter. Like, bro, no.
And then I go in there to piss, and I'm like, "Dog, it smells like kettle chips and stomach acid. You gonna tell me you didn't throw up in the corner?" He's like, "No, I swear it wasn't me." I was like,
But was it the same color as the shit that was on
No,
his
it was
hoodie?
like brown.
Yeah,
It was like
basically.
It was like 3 different colors.
Oof.
I don't know what that shit. He had made me throw up twice. But I looked at it on the wall and then went back and threw it on the toilet. Then I got up. I almost slipped and fell in some piss that was leaking out of the urinal. Get my head against the wall. It was like this close. I was like,
Yummy.
I was really about to die. Like, my head almost hit the fucking, not the urinal, but like slipped and my head was like this close.
"Your mic's really not on," just so you know.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that? The guy who set it up? Probably you, right?
I didn't even set that one up, but all right.
Do you wanna
Thanks for
switch?
nothing.
I didn't even set that one up.
You want to switch?
Oh, that's cool. All
I
right.
don't know. You talked a lot more than me.
I won't deny it. I won't deny it.
Woo!
I'm kind of on a podcast. Kind of have to talk. All right.
I like the on.
So again, like I was saying,
Drunk Kenny is like the Joe Rogan podcast meets the Joe
No,
Budden podcast,
I know.
produced by NFL Network
I was
on
just
ProPublica.
loud. I wasn't going
with
on
the
conspiracy
pro sports
theories.
area. You were
I
going
w-
on conspiracy theories about SoCal sports, the same ones you go on every single
bro.
week here.
You swear to God that the eye is the greatest thing to football, and it's fucking not. Y'all could get wiped out tomorrow, and Hall of Famers would still be coming.
You know what's crazy?
Out of
You know what's
everywhere
crazy?
else.
You know what's crazy?
You could say that.
You
could
know
flip
what's
it.
crazy?
You
That
could flip
happened
it.
during COVID, and where was everyone going to play football?
The
IE.
Where all the illegal,
Oh.
because they have all the illegal. They have a bunch of illegal ass
Crazy.
rules.
Crazy.
They had a bunch of illegal
Crazy.
ass rules,
Damn,
bro.
Where did a high school league pop up at? Oh, in the IE.
Oh, where
Oh,
where
shit,
rules
crazy.
were being abused because in Orange
Crazy.
County and the IE they don't really follow COVID
Crazy,
protocol, right?
crazy,
But that's why everybody
crazy.
was getting COVID out there, right?
Crazy,
You're just gonna
crazy.
totally omit that part.
Yeah,
They were actively breaking the rules during COVID, but you
bro.
you got
NFL
that
players
part.
were going to the IE to catch 7-on-7s, bro.
Oh God, what? That's Tuesday.
wait.
That's an everyday Tuesday though. That's nothing new.
What?
Everybody lives
What's
in the valley.
IE?
It's the
Inland
Empire. It's
Inland
like
Empire,
50 miles
Riverside.
Like,
east. San Bernardino and Riverside
What's the
County.
one? Riverside.
San Bernardino and Riverside
Baker,
County.
not Bakersfield. That's
People
too far.
say IE.
And the worst part is, he's talking about the IE the whole time, right? Because me and my buddy from the IE are there. And he just
I
keeps
was
saying the
listening to
fucking
them.
valley, bro. This is how drunk and unsocially
that
aware
part,
he was.
I was drunk
And worse, and worse. And
wasn't
here's the
clicking?
kicker. And here's the kicker.
until I got sober.
And
I was like,
here's
oh shit.
even the bigger kicker. The whole time, me and my buddy are in fucking SeaWorld just getting fucking spit on as he talks the whole fucking time.
Now
the whole
I apologize for.
fucking time. We were in the splash zone.
That I apologize
And he's
for.
like so passionate, yelling, like we couldn't even stop him and be like,
I
bro,
turned into Pete
you're
when I
just
get
spitting
drunk.
on us,
That was
dog.
weird.
Like, fuck, man.
Like, people yell about a banana and like why cholesterol and water is bad for you. But like,
okay.
he didn't deny
I've
it.
never said any of that.
I know,
but
I'm just
alright.
saying, I just picked some random
Alright,
shit.
Yeah.
The same way, like, you think Spider-Man, like, is a
I'd
horrible
rather
superhero.
argue about some
You think Spider-Man's a horrible superhero, but he's not.
I'd rather argue about some random shit that I saw on the news today than argue about the same fucking topic that I talk about every single day that nobody even cares about.
Yeah, when I get drunk, I black out. Like, no, actually, no, let me rephrase that. When I
And
get
you fall asleep.
I didn't fall asleep in
You
the fucking
fell asleep,
bar.
bro.
No, I didn't. I was coherent. Do you say coherent?
Okay,
like, I was
look.
conscious.
Exhibit A.
I wasn't
I told him
asleep.
he fell asleep. He said I was watching football at the bar. This was 2-3 hours after the game. This is when we went back to
we were
the first
We
bar.
were talking shit about the Dodgers. The fucking...
All that
D-backs
shit was
Dodgers
over,
game.
bro.
Oh, well,
You don't
shit.
remember going
was
back
wrong.
to the second bar.
All
All
that
you
shit was a
remember is
blur.
throwing up,
I remember
waking
getting
up,
in the
and
car
talking to
with
that
you.
dude from Redondo for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and then we left, and then we went to another bar.
We went back to the same bar, dog.
Nobody was there when we went back, though. It was like 6 people in there. 4 people.
Yes. And you knocked out at that time. And
Hey,
then
man.
you woke up and then you were talking to the guy.
If I knocked out, you probably should have called, like, the police, because I might have fucking slipped into a diabetic
Dog,
coma and
everyone
snapped
was
out
just
of it.
happy that you were quiet. Like,
Bro, I don't remember that at all. I had 10 beers that day.
what's that
I-
app called?
I-
Touch
those-
tones or whatever?
I ate those 2 fucking bags of chips.
Like
The
where you can
Cheetos were
control
fine,
the jukebox at the
But the
dive bar?
kettle chips,
Man.
I'm staying away from kettle
Kenny
chips.
was louder than the fucking jukebox, bro. Like it was bad.
Okay, if that happened, fuck it. Okay.
There you go.
That's the worst thing I did.
There you go.
Because I got drunk and I couldn't control the tone of my voice. Okay.
Now you're learning.
I like fucking.
Now you're learning.
No, I was saying and then.
Nothing.
I said and the day after. Like
There's
okay.
nothing worse than being a drunk
But saying I threw up all over the walls.
who doesn't own his shit, man.
Nah, I own my shit. I was talking too loud in college, bro. Like I get too drunk. I don't know if I go deaf and I can't control the tone of my voice, or I just get extra loud. I don't know which one it is yet. Like, I don't know if I just lose all fucking hearing in my ear and have to constantly lean in and say,
All
what?
right, so
But whatever, fuck it. I mean,
this
man,
court sentenced you
I'm the
to
most
not
innocent,
drinking with
guilty
Tauruses.
drunk of all time.
To not drinking with Tauruses for 3 months.
No,
and
first
that's
off,
the worst part is too, bro. Is like you were like literally having such a good time. Like nobody wanted to tell you that you were ruining everyone's time. Like it was like, man, this guy clearly doesn't get out that much. Like he's clearly having a great time,
You're so mean.
and not realizing that
this is
like
cap, but okay.
he's just like fucking shitting on the whole bar experience right now.
First off, that bar itself. Let's not act like it was 20 motherfuckers in there. It wasn't.
There was 20 motherfuckers in there.
When we first got there,
yeah, there was.
okay, but I wasn't blackout drunk 20 minutes in. It was about
you
6 or
had
7
about-
beers in where I kind of lost consciousness. I soldiered through those last 3 beers. I don't know how I did.
You only had like 2 beers at that last spot.
But in total, I had about 10 because I had like 3, maybe 4 at that first bar.
Does alcohol affect you harder because of it being a diabetic?
Partially.
Nah, I think I didn't eat anything. Like I didn't eat a substantial meal. I drank a bunch of fucking beer and had 2 bags of chips.
He's lying
okay,
as
so
fuck.
that's
He
not-
had he had 3/4 of a pizza and Denny's.
That was early in the morning, bro. I wasn't
Dog, that
drunk.
was at 3:00.
No, it wasn't.
We
My
started
mom came
drinking at
over-
5,
My mom
and you came back from
over-
Denny's at 3:00.
How many hours did
Hold
it
on.
take to consume these 10 beers that you're referring to?
It was kind of spread out because we went to like a bar down the
So
street.
we went to a bar over here. He had
This
like 3.
motherfucker, I said, "Hey,"
He
he
had-
said, "You want to go down? You want to go drink?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." Motherfucker leaves.
Because I was pacing myself because I was driving. So I was going quarter. So I had 4, and he had like 1 more than me each time. So he had 3 at the first bar, 3 at the second bar, and he had like 2 at the last bar. And then when we came back to the second bar,
I might
he
have
didn't
had
have
one,
shit. He might have had 1.
and then
pint.
threw up, and then drank 2 glasses of water, and I was fine.
Damn, you're like, damn. I don't know, man.
I used to drink way more than that. It was bad.
But yeah,
It was real bad.
at that point, after the Raiders won,
I was happy.
I had
a
my
celebratory
pace was
beer.
done. I had about another 5. I had about 3 at the third bar, then I went back and had another 2 at that last.
I do
one.
remember I kept pump faking.
And then I just
about
came back
Uber
and
Eats.
fucking chain smoked before I left. That shit was bad.
I don't remember any of that shit.
You don't remember us chain smoking in the parking lot?
I remember y'all smoke. I thought you went out twice to do it because I remember then the night.
No, I did
See,
early.
I wasn't there.
But I didn't chain smoke.
I don't know who that dude was who kept coming
drag.
outside and giving us hugs and shit. And
Yeah, that
kept,
shit was weird, man.
I was weirded out. It sobered me up. I was like, I'm drunk, but what the fuck are you doing?
There was some cholo dude who got in a fight with his brother and shit, so he was all emotional talking to us.
I didn't even know he got in a fight with his brother.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
That's how fuck. I was like,
he was down bad.
I was here. I was just here.
He was damn bad.
I was here yelling in a phone booth. That's pretty much what I remember.
Dog.
Like every conversation with him was like, afterwards I was like, wait, am I yelling?
So you just don't remember anything except the hug part? It's traumatizing.
No, like I remember a lot, but he says I fell asleep. I don't believe I fell asleep.
You fell asleep, dog.
Dude,
I was looking at the TV screen, but I wasn't. My
You
eyes
were
were
literally
closed.
asleep,
I
dog.
weren't like this.
You were
now,
like this.
if I blacked out,
You were like this,
my eyes.
snoring.
You can't tell if my eyes are open.
And
That's
the
not
bartender even came in loud and was like, "Nah, he's fine, whatever." And we're like,
Were you
"All right,
like,
cool."
fair. Somebody shows the video because I don't believe it. I don't remember.
Do you
it.
think you're like, were you like,
No, I blacked out
Were you,
before
like,
though. I
roofing
blacked
or
out because I was
something?
tired. I mean, part of it was I was tired.
I know, but like, are you like that much, like, are you like, would you consider yourself a lightweight? Or were you like,
No, I'm
roofing?
definitely not lightweight. I've had like 20 beers in one sitting one time.
I can down a case of White Claw by myself and not be
White
knocked
Claw's
out.
not liquor.
Beer. You said
What do you
beer,
mean?
right?
White Claw
White
is more
Claw-
liquor than fucking
White
beer.
Claw's sugary as fuck.
On average.
Not really.
On average.
White Claw has
Well, that White
less
Claw
sugar
affects
than
me
beer.
differently.
Unless it's an IPA or a dark beer, the alcohol content in a White Claw is actually higher on average.
See, I didn't know that. It just hits me like sugar. White Claw just hits me like soda.
There's
Beer, like,
There's really not even that much sugar in them.
I'm just telling you how it affects me now. Like, I didn't drink White Claws in college, so I have no reference.
No,
But
I'm just
now
saying.
They
It's
didn't
hard-
have White
It's
Claws in
just hard.
college.
It's just hard for me to believe.
It was like after.
that you would be toasted after a case.
Nah, it was.
Well, they were doubles. So if he had 7 beers, it was like 14.
What does that mean? A double beer?
yeah, think of a
tall?
double shot.
Yeah, it's all.
Like 20 ounces?
More than that. 30?
30.
2?
Yeah, maybe.
There ain't no 32 glass. There's no.
It's like
32
they
ounce
called it a
glass.
mug. I was like, oh,
Schooner.
Give me a
Schooner.
big ass mug. It was big. It
It's a
was
schooner.
Schooners are 22 ounces.
bigger than that.
Oh, okay. So less
They're
than
big
2.
on the top and smaller on the bottom.
No, that's
More like chunky. Like it was,
No, that's something else. Not a pint.
like
What's
the
other one
handle
called?
wasn't thick.
Curtis.
Yeah, I think so. Some chalice? No, chalice is
That's
the
definitely not
one.
chalice.
Is the one that's like a circle, like a goblet.
Yeah. They're
Think
like-
of a
they-
root beer
you would hold
mug,
it
but
like
A
this.
schooner is like a mug. It's like a mug.
Yeah, but ain't no 32 ounce. That would be.
It was bigger than that.
It might be. It might be like 28, something like that.
28 is fair.
24.
Nah,
Maybe,
it was
yeah, something like that.
because there was a lot.
Okay. Well then, I guess maybe.
But also, yeah, part of it is like sugar, beer. Sometimes it doesn't always hit you at once.
You like? Have you ever tried Michelob Ultra?
Yeah, it's whatever.
Michelob Ultra is like I think really low sugar and really low carb. It might do.
That really
I'm
is
not
what
supposed
you
to be
should
drinking
be drinking.
beer all.
That is what you
technically.
should be drinking.
I'm not supposed to be drinking that.
If you're going to drink a beer, you should drink.
You should be
Michelob
drinking
Ultra.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, I just
It's
pretty
one
much
carb.
down the beer, and I was like, gonna pretend I don't have problems.
Oh
for
yeah, that's the
3
other
hours.
thing. He was drinking full beer. He was drinking Modelo.
About 7
I don't know.
years
I
ago.
can't even drink Modelo anymore.
Really?
No, it's not really that good to me. I'd rather drink other Mexican beer. And
I drink it
two,
because it's heavy.
just in general, I don't like full beer anymore. Like I'd rather just drink light beer or seltzer.
What's the Modelo? It's like Modelo Negro.
The Oro.
Hey, what'd
Oro?
you just fucking say? No, I'm
Negro?
just. Wow, she said it twice, knowing
It's
I was fucking
Negro.
with her. I know what it means. I was fucking with you.
That shit. That's just disgusting.
Some people like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. I had that before, and I was like, "This, I might as well drink an IPA." What the fuck were you attempting with this? Like, give me a Guinness because I don't want this.
But yeah, so long story short, Drunk Kenny is a bigger liability than Raiders linebackers
False.
in coverage against tight ends.
False. I was just loud and threw up professionally. It was professional.
That's what he was
it sounded
saying.
horrible from
Professional
outside.
with a big ass drip right here.
That made me mad though, because I was like,
A
"Fuck!"
big ass drip right here.
Because I thought I got it. Because I
Looking like his little
wiped
nephew.
out my shirt and
looking
I was
like his little nephew
"Hey,
just
fuck
got
you.
burped.
Leave Isaiah out of this." all right?
Looking like Isaiah just got burped, dog.
I looked in the mirror though, and I was like, "Oh, I'm fucked up." I was like, "Yeah." I know they got water outside for me. That's just the first. I was like, after I almost fucking slipped because somebody missed the urinal, I was like, this could have ended badly. This could have ended so much worse. I was like, somebody would have been like, "Hey, what's that smell? Why do you have a big ass stain on your shirt?" It's not throw up. They're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I wish it was throw up. It's not." So it could have been worse.
All right, so with that, Monday Night Football.
Thankfully, it was a slow ass night.
The Raiders beat the Packers. Big plays from the secondary, pretty much. Came in handy. Max Crosby made a few plays, per usual.
Player of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
6 tackles, 5 for loss, and a sack.
Jordan Love forced some throws.
Receivers let him down.
Yeah, that too. But he also, there was, at
Couple
one
bad
pick he
throws.
threw,
Spillane?
that one was bad, bro.
Both
There was
those
like
Spillane
4
picks were
dudes in
bad.
there, bro.
Yeah, both because like he overthrew. I don't know if it was a tight end or if it was Dobbs, but like,
But in that
wasn't good.
fourth quarter, when I forgot what happened, but the
he threw a
Raiders
77-yard
turned the
pass
ball
to
over.
Watson.
The Raiders turned the ball over, and then, or maybe it was after they scored, and then the Raiders went 3-0, and I was like, we need a Max Crosby sack, and we need a play by Marcus Peters.
You said you needed like 50 more yards.
And sure
75
enough-
yards for.
No, I needed 50 yards for my parlay. Don't get me started.
Oh, you got 5 punts.
I did get my 5 punts, and I got my
6.
Max Crosby sack, but I missed 3 parlays on Jordan Love.
Yeah, and I should have started Travis Etienne.
I had him
over
in
Josh
3
Jacobs.
parlays. I was like, he's for sure going to throw for over 240. Didn't.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. I should have just started Travis.
But yeah,
Etienne.
Crosby got that sack, and then the next play, Peters batted that ball down.
and then
Meek
Robinson
Spillane picked
had
it up.
that pick in the end zone. Was crazy.
Mighty Mouse was balling.
5'9" over 6'4".
He balled.
It's crazy work.
He balled.
He earned 21.
But I'm pretty sure that game was under, and I'm pretty sure Kenny had the under.
I definitely had
so
the
I
under.
think he won. So finally, what are we, 3-2 now?
2 and 2.
2-2?
Because we
There
didn't
you
do it the
go.
first
Dead
week.
even.
I destroyed people in fantasy last week, and everybody was fucking quiet in the group chat. I'd be quiet too if I beat somebody 250 or whatever.
Dog, you act like you're the only one.
Nah, I'm the only one.
Dog.
Nobody else has scored that high.
Yes, bro. I lost in another league 50 by 50. I
I'm
only
not in
scored
that
50.
league, am I?
I only scored 50 points in one league.
That's sad.
Another league, I only
Did you
scored
fucking
60
start
points.
like all the Chiefs skill players?
50?
Devontae Smith, Hunter Henry,
Go dart. No, you didn't have go dart because you would have.
James Cook,
Jesus.
another running back.
All the Cardinals running backs.
I just got screwed. It was just a horrible week. It was just a horrible week. And then in my other ESPN leagues, I lost both games by like less than 6 points. And I had Devontae Adams in both of them. So there you go.
By the way, rest in peace.
0-4. It's like a
Sucks.
0-4
this
burger.
week?
Sucks to be you. I went
0
4.
and 4.
I went 4 and 2.
0-4.
Five,
man.
5 and no.
That was my
5
first
and 2. I went 5 and 2.
losing week. Pretty much been 500 every week.
Mm.
Just in different leagues.
Typical.
I've only lost once across all my leagues.
Must be nice. Can't relate.
Went 5
Must
and
be
2.
coaching.
Went 5 and 2. It definitely was coaching because
Nah, I didn't have anyone on my bench that would have helped me win. It didn't matter.
my whole bench is still hurt. It's a problem.
I had a lot of buys
I
too.
got too
Like
many
I had
Browns
Kenneth
on my
Walker. I had some Chargers. I had a few buys in every.
I should have
League.
lost. Actually,
Jonathan
I should've
Taylor
lost
not going off.
twice last week actually, but who's the one guy? Somebody got like 55 points.
Oh, Jamar Chase, my guy.
Yeah, Jamar Chase
Whew.
came through for me,
That was
so
beautiful.
I was able to squeeze it out and remain undefeated in that league. So. Good.
19-8 is such a trash score.
Don't Dave Roberts it.
I mean, at this point, it's like
I'm just saying, don't finish in first place and then get bounced in the first round.
I mean, the fact that
That's a horrible feeling.
I'm in first place.
I know. Ask the
I'm in
Dodgers.
third
I'm about to
place.
go 0 and fucking 12 or something.
Dodger Stadium's a Halloween spirit right now.
How you win 317 games and not make the World Series in 3 years? That's could have just traded Kurt. Now Kershaw has no value. You could have probably flipped him.
No one cares about baseball. All right, anyway.
Wow, no one cares about golf.
Damn, the white woman said you don't care.
No one
about
cares
baseball.
about golf, but yeah,
That shit's wild.
But she pulled it.
All right,
She
you
pulled
want
the
to read
trigger.
through some of the injuries, Nikki?
Sure.
Crazy work.
Wait, so going back to Monday night, we got the Cowboys at the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. They're favored by 2.5 points. Now, over-under is 50.5. Pete?
Definitely do.
I'm taking the over, and I'm taking.
Take the under. Chargers gonna win because Dallas got their ass beat by the Niners.
Okay, so then we don't.
That
have
was
to worry
like
about that.
elementary football. Like they weren't even doing anything special.
So you're going Cowboys, you're going Chargers?
Yep.
This is
Yeah,
the
but
fir-
the
I think
Chargers
this is
are
the-
off a bye.
This is the,
Hey,
this is the
bitch,
first time
and
they all
Ashton
picked
Eckler's
different
coming
teams.
back.
True.
It's about time.
That's
One of these games got to hit over, man. One of these Monday night games has to hit over.
Well, y'all are picking different teams, so the over doesn't matter. But yeah.
Still, I'm still got to root for the over because
Wait, who'd you pick?
these Monday night games have been slow.
Did you pick anybody?
She hasn't picked anyone
What do
all
you
year.
mean?
All
I thought you
year.
had a personal preference. Like you were gonna pick at least one team.
She's obviously going for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'd rather.
The way she said it, I heard it. I was like, oh, there's a conflict of interest.
You
Can't
say
pick.
obviously.
She'd rather have her husband be in a good mood than a bad mood. Right?
Why,
It's
Hayata?
not like I'm gonna get beat or something.
No, but I mean, like,
Power
you'd
as
rather
a
just
kisser?
have him be happy than
Right to the moon.
I always
fucking mid, right?
I always have a joke whenever the Cowboys like win by a little bit. I'm always like, yes, I'm not getting beat tonight. And everyone's like, ha, ha, ha.
See, that's wild.
Somebody hands you a
That's
phone
wild.
number, taps you on the shoulder.
See, you projected on me.
You can laugh. It's funny. Okay, anyway, but yeah, so far it's 2-2. I got it right every single time so far, but who's keeping track?
Well, shit.
Have you been making picks
House wins, I guess.
Well,
she
you
been
know,
betting and parlaying.
in your head?
She been betting and parlaying her ass off.
count. You gotta say it out loud.
Well, I have them here. I just
All
don't
right,
say
who
them
you
on the
picking
show.
then?
If
You
li-
gotta say it
As
then.
Pete
Yeah.
says, if
Of
it
course
lives
I'm
on a
picking
Google Doc, it
Dallas.
doesn't count.
All right.
As Pete said, if it lives on a Google Doc, it still doesn't count.
I'm picking Dallas on the under.
Hedging your bet. You scared.
Damn, so she really just wants to beat us. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
No, 50.5 is a really high over.
No, but I'm saying if I hit the Cowboys, then
I mean, if
and
they
it hits
both
the
score
under,
20
you're gonna win
5.
outright. Yeah,
That's exactly what y'all have done. All
28-24.
I
Y'all,
know.
y'all have picked the same.
I'm
team.
just saying you're coming for blood. I see you.
Well, I said,
you're not hiding. You're
I've-
not,
You're not hiding.
I've made every pick correctly so far.
I mean, allegedly, we don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
remember
sure.
I can literally pull it up.
If it's in
where
the
I
Google
say
Doc,
that I
that's
made-
not
I don't
official.
know. I need to see the version history to verify that.
No.
You put it there before
it's
the game.
It's intense.
I need to see it in an
I need
email
to, I
that you
need to
sent
see
to
the
yourself
version history.
on Sunday night. I need to see email that
All
you
right,
sent to yourself.
injuries.
Look at that. Look here. I said I'd probably go Raiders.
Oh, you used a group chat.
I'd probably go Raiders.
That's not. That
And then
doesn't
y'all
count.
talking about Packers front seven still nasty. And then I was like, nah, Jimmy was.
I don't
clear.
sound like that. That's fucked up. I don't sound like that.
All right. Anyway.
Made me sound like I'm in a special needs class. Good lord. I just learned
That's
how to
fucked
read.
up.
Like I
That's
just
my
learned how to
man
I
read
didn't say that.
yesterday.
No, that's my man voice. That's just the voice I make for when I talk making fun. Like
There's a joke there, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
it's just my man, like the voice that I use when I'm referring to men, speaking on men. Like I just do that.
That's kind of sexist, but okay.
It's just a deep voice, man. I already have quite the alto voice. All right, so I have to make it a lot deeper. Anyway, Bengals Higgins won't play versus the Cardinals due to a rib injury. Barkley is inactive versus the Dolphins. Rib.
What's new?
That ankle is fucked up. He just looks like a superhuman.
Richardson is facing 4 to 6 weeks out due to a grade 3 AC sprain.
Yeah, that was nasty. He
I
landed right on
don't
the
know
shoulder.
exactly what a grade 3 AC sprain is.
So take your arm,
Mhm.
lift it up.
Like-
Now imagine if you couldn't lift it up and it felt like somebody shot you with a gun, like point blank on your shit.
Okay.
Well, is that the same thing that's been lingering on him all year? No, it was concussions, right?
It was concussion, and then the AC joint,
Yeah.
and they thought it wasn't as bad, and they're like, "Oh shit, it is bad. We're
thought
gonna
it-
put you on IR."
Isn't that low key what they said the problem is with him though?
But that's everybody's
It's like-
getting hurt with AC joints this year. Carr had an
didn't
AC
someone else
joint.
have a rotator cuff thing too? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that's just bad. I think he had a slightly
No, but
slight
they were
tear in
just
the rotator
saying like
cuff.
he's built for like physical football, but it's like
The dude landed
not
on
Florida,
his
bro.
shoulder from the back.
not
No,
SEC.
how he got tackled to the ground, it looked like.
But that's
Jeffrey
what they're
Simmons
saying is that he doesn't know how to
slide.
how to take himself out.
How he got hit from behind and how all that
He just-
weight.
He's just coming for blood still. It's like
He's still
bro,
trying to
you
run
gotta
people
chill.
over. I mean, he really was their best.
I mean,
He got to learn, but he was their best option offensively.
Achane was placed on IR after suffering a knee injury. He'll be out for at least 4 weeks.
The dude was yell, "Fuck," because he was my starting running back in several leagues.
It makes me want to.
Someone offered me Mostert for fucking Lamar Jackson.
Wait, you get Mostert?
Yeah,
Just because he has 8 touchdowns this year,
I'd take that deal.
for Lamar
that is
Jackson.
crack.
Yeah.
You are on.
Oh, and I think he also had
Who's
Devontae
your backup quarterback?
and some other receiver, Kirk Cousins.
Oh my god, I would definitely take that
Yeah,
deal.
that changes everything now. You didn't start. You got to start with that information.
I don't know. Wait. I have the deal. I have the
Damn
deal.
good deal. You take that deal.
If I'm the same league, I'm gonna veto that deal just to be an asshole, though.
Kirk
not doing
Cousins
that
has been
deal,
the most
bro.
Scared.
consistent quarterback in the league.
Devontae Adams and Lamar Jackson for
Justin
Trevor
Jefferson
Lawrence
is hurt.
and Mustard and
Trevor Lawrence is
the
hurt.
running back from Chicago, Johnson.
Well, I mean, not Trevor Lawrence. What's his face?
Trevor Lawrence has been hot garbage.
Yeah,
He
he's
has.
been ass.
I'm not doing that deal, bro.
What's his name has been hurt though. Come back to me.
Anyway, I think that if Achane comes back from his injury,
Fix your mic.
I can't. He comes back from his injury and plays like he has been, he'll still get Rookie of the Year. In my opinion. Jim, what?
I mean, Puka.
Hmm.
They could give it to Puka.
Yeah, but what's his name? What's his fuck? Cooper, not Cooper Rush. Cooper Cup.
I mean, he still went
He's
off.
back.
He still went off this week though. He caught a touchdown.
I mean, I don't know.
Fantasy wise, he went off.
But I mean, would you? I mean, I feel
Those are the top 2 receivers on that team now. Like their skill set in that offense is like Debo and Ayuk for the Niners. It's perfectly suited around them.
Puka's production is like bound to go down now that Cup's back.
Oh, it's gonna eventually. He's gonna hit like the rookie wall, and eventually,
Yeah.
you're gonna get an alpha corner on him, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, all the little cutesy shit you're doing because they know you're gonna catch his back shoulder fade." No, you're gonna actually have to earn it. But he's one of those guys who does play faster than his 40 because he ran a 4.57,
Yeah.
but he definitely plays faster than that.
Damn, I forgot about Puka. We'll see how Puka goes, but if Puka falls off, then I think Achane still has a solid chance to get Rookie of the Year.
I don't think they give it to him because he plays on a loaded offense.
Nah.
He plays on the Dolphins. He plays on the Dolphins though.
How about Bijan?
Should get better.
How about if AR comes back and has a strong finish to the season?
Nah, it's too late.
AR.
If he's out 8 weeks, it's too late.
I
Starting week
can't
6.
think of anyone in
Anthony
except
Richardson.
Aaron Rodgers. Oh. Nah, dude.
Oh God, could we not mention Aaron Rodgers?
No.
He's even with the injuries, he was balling.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't really. I know I'm biased, but like, I think that Achane's whole story has just been a lot more.
I don't think he's gonna win it.
It's been a lot more.
I don't think he'll win it. I bet you he won't win it.
Puka will win it before Anthony Richardson does. That's for sure.
I mean, I probably agree with that, but I'm just saying if Richardson comes back and the Colts are in the mix in that sorry ass division, how about CJ?
If Achane comes back and plays like,
Oh yeah,
How about
CJ Stroud has it locked up right now.
I don't know. Was it really a competitive year? Wow.
He almost set the record for most passing yards and touchdowns without a pick. He had like 12 touchdowns, no picks.
I think it's just because Achane's been very sensational recently because of all the touchdowns.
Behind a loaded offense.
Okay, but
he's not going to get. He's a running back. First off,
He might win Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, but he's not getting Rookie of the Year.
He won't get Rookie of the Year.
It's like they won't give him MVP, but they'll give you Offensive Player of the Year.
But even that, I don't know if he'll do that with these 4 to 6 games.
Because Stroud,
because he's probably gonna get buried on the chart, on the depth chart too. He's gonna have to work his way back up again.
If Houston makes it to the playoffs, Stroud is winning Rookie of the Year
For sure.
Just book it. You'll be mad.
They will.
You'll be mad.
But
it's gonna happen.
in that scenario, that's also why I'm
He's
saying
from Cali.
Richardson could come back into play if Indianapolis is still in it and he comes out and balls for those
I'll
last
give
8
you that.
Stroud
games.
has better
I'll
numbers.
give you that benefit
than-
if you give Achane that same benefit.
Fine.
I would agree statistically it would be Achane, but he's not going to win it because he's a running back. That's my point.
You didn't say that, but
Yeah.
Well,
you didn't say that.
tiebreaker, he's not winning
You didn't
it.
say that.
Okay.
You said because of a loaded offense, and now you're throwing in a
no,
running back.
it's a loaded offense. That's the one reason. But if it comes down to Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, and a running
Now
back,
Jonathan Taylor's
who's going to
back,
get it?
too,
and Bijan
Jonathan Taylor's going to change the
Again.
entire dynamic of the offense. Too.
A running back.
and Puka.
Again, a receiver, not a
No,
running
I'm
back.
talking about Jonathan Taylor messing
No.
up Anthony Richardson's vibe.
Yeah, but
Or he might make it easier.
what I'm saying is you keep saying different guys. You're not. They're not running backs. The league clearly shows where they factor running backs. And even if Bijan rushes for 1,500 yards this year, it'll be a QB1 award.
I feel like this is too much psychoanalyzation for 5 weeks.
It's like the Heisman. Just look at who wins the Heisman. Quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Who wins MVPs? Quarterbacks. So why are we shocked that a Rookie of the Year will probably be
Didn't a
a
wide receiver win recently?
I mean,
Heisman?
maybe Justin Jefferson?
Heisman?
Heisman? No.
The Alabama receiver, wasn't he?
Oh, Devontae Smith?
Yeah,
With
didn't he
Slim
win
Reaper?
Heisman?
I mean, yeah, but that's different.
CeeDee Lamb was a Heisman finalist.
He wasn't ever going to win.
Yeah, because his quarterback did.
Exactly. Quarterback.
His quarterback.
Quarterback.
His quarterback. did.
Quarterback.
His quarterback.
Quarterback.
Who's? Oh my god, bro. Okay, anyway.
God could have been his quarterback. You know who would have won the Heisman? God.
All right, guys.
Did he ever win a
Let's try to get
Bolitnikov?
out of here before 1.
He never won a Bolitnikov, did he?
Man, why are you hating on CeeDee Lamb for?
I'm not hating on CeeDee Lamb. I'm just saying, like,
Goes to
he's in the
Henry.
same position.
He's not in Justin Jefferson's category.
He's really not. He's not in the same class. They don't breathe the same air. Don't be disrespectful. And he's not better than Chase. Chase didn't play a
CeeDee
whole
Lamb's
year.
a first round fantasy pickup.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
I thought I was at the bar
Who
again.
are we?
Was that the bar again?
Hey,
That's,
what happened?
Did somebody
Oh my
drug me
God.
with a Modelo?
You're crazy
Yeah.
for that one.
I'm having lucid dreams again.
Oh, God. Wait, did I wake up listening to Drake's album? Is that what happened just
I
now?
still see CDs
I just want to know,
in my room.
He averaged drafted 8.
and we just be honest, C.D. Lamb has been in the same position since he left Oklahoma. He's the only receiver his team has. End of story. Clearly watch it, and I played it.
I watch it too fucking
He's
much, honestly.
the only receiver they can trust. He's the only receiver they can trust. Oklahoma. Who's okay? So who are you pounding the table for? What other receiver for the Dallas Cowboys do the Cowboys have that they can depend on outside of C.D. Lamb? Please tell me. Did she just say Michael Gallup? She said Michael Gallup, right? I want to make sure I heard her. Pete, I heard it. She said Michael Gallup. Okay, cool. That's cool. Michael Gallup. Colorado State product. Cool.
Why do you think?
Ain't done shit since his rookie year, but cool.
Okay, so if you think that CD is
Where does
the
their
only
offense rank, by the
why
way?
does he have such a low reception rate then? If he's the only receiver on the team,
Because what's the point of giving him the ball if you're down by fucking 38?
see, you're talking about what? You're talking about the
Niners game?
Okay, what
If
about,
I pick any other
what about
game,
all the other games?
they don't
What
get
about
him
last
the
season?
even when you get him the ball, they don't score enough touchdowns. And they can't run the ball right now because Pollard ain't doing shit. And they really needed Kellen Moore back at offensive coordinator because the offense is looking pretty ass.
The Chargers offense ain't looking that great.
I'm just saying, at least Justin Herbert's out there going 40 for 47. Dak is out here doing way too much. He should just be distributing the ball, occasionally running for first downs, but that offense is broken. And CD
Did I
Lamb,
ever tell you that day that I was just minding my own business, doing my at-home workout like I always do, and Kenny just walks in like, "Oh, hey, Dak. Hey, Dak." I was like, bro, I'm in my zone. Let me be, man. Fuck.
I don't even remember that. I just remember you being annoyed about something.
Anyway,
I think you had Dak as your starter.
getting past
I've never
Kenny
had Dak.
hating literally every Oklahoma product that's ever graced the planet.
I don't. I love Marvin
yes, you
Mims
do.
Jr. I wanted the Raiders to draft him, but they're stupid.
You really didn't love Marvin Mims Jr.
Yes, I did. And then once he
You
went
really
4.38, I was like,
she
oh,
was banging the table for him,
bro.
and you were undercutting him, discounting
He had a
him,
bad
and then he
statistical
ran the
season.
4.38, and then you were like,
I was like, oh, he's up now. It's up now.
You sent an eye emoji like, oh, I'll watch him
I'm not
now.
even-
I'll pay attention
I'm not even
now.
gonna justify that with a response. Anyway,
You're
Hey,
so
man.
full of shit, Kenny.
I'm
dog.
definitely not.
You are so full of shit, dog.
I never said he wasn't good. I just said, like, yo.
You were like,
They had a down
you
year
were like,
last year. Did
he's
they
like
not?
a 7th rounder.
And then he ran a 4.38, and I was like, oh, shit.
We were in the studio. I remember she
I
brought
said
him
he's
up.
a high 3, and you laughed in my face
You
saying
did.
he's a 6 or a 7.
You did, bro.
And where did he go?
We were in the studio.
3?
He went 3? Yeah. All right, then. Congrats.
Anyway,
You got one right. Congrats.
I hate this mic. This mic be micing.
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Moving on. James,
Oh, that's,
Kenny apologized. It said you were writing the same fucking podcast. Shit, crazy. He's right. He
You're
is.
doing a
A
lot of
change is
reflecting
gonna
this week.
come.
all right.
We should have
James-
came into that.
James Conner was placed on
R.I.P.
IR
the
with an
Isley
injury.
brother, Ron Isley, though, since he died. 84.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did
Fuck.
earlier today.
Who?
Damn.
See, get the fuck out.
No, I literally just didn't hear his
Okay,
name.
okay.
Jeez.
Ron Isley of the Isley brothers. I thought you heard me. You're like,
Damn,
wait.
bro. That made me sad.
You know who the Isley brothers are? Summer Breeze, Mr. Biggs.
Oh, yeah.
Are you asking me? Because you're looking at me.
Now, like, because she didn't know, and it was getting me more and more worried. So I had to look at you like, she doesn't know.
Oh, no.
She doesn't know their category. They was around 50 years.
All right. Is that it for injuries? Sorry.
Yeah, so James Conner was placed on IR with a knee injury. Rip my fantasy.
Ouch.
Browns. Deshaun Watson is day-to-day with a rotator cuff injury. Oh, my God.
That's just worse than I think we believe.
Probably. Ekeler is, quote-unquote, 99% sure he'll play against Dallas.
You don't want to play.
Will he be on a snap count?
He only wants to play because fucking Kelly been playing like trash.
I mean,
Like, all
he'll
the snap-
probably be on a snap count now. I don't know if I'd
I
start him.
don't think so. Well, he's
getting
been out a
he's gonna
solid
get, like,
5
10
weeks.
catches.
He had a whole bye week.
He had 3 weeks.
I forgot about the bye week, yeah.
And also, like, his
not the-
injury wasn't even supposed to put him out like this long. So it's
Yeah.
like,
True.
he's been precautionary. Like, we get it, dog. You got a shitty contract. You're trying to play it safe.
Jonathan Taylor didn't get a shitty contract. I'll tell you that much.
All right, that's it for injuries. If you want to move on. College.
So I noticed something was omitted, symbolically annihilated from the rundown.
Oh, what did I annihilate?
Symbolic annihilation.
My Bruins get an upset. We can't get on the rundown.
Fuck.
Huh?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're
You
not,
see how you guys are?
No, I don't. I didn't hear. I don't know what you're referring to.
My Bruins got an upset, and I can't get on the
neither
rundown.
your Bruins.
Your Bruins.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Bruins. Bruins as in what?
UCLA.
Oh.
They beat 13th ranked Washington.
I didn't know you liked.
They're
UCLA.
ranked now.
He picks and chooses when he likes UCLA and when he likes Notre
I
Dame.
didn't even know you liked UCLA.
I haven't liked Notre Dame in a cool like 3
You're
years.
a fucking liar.
I haven't
You're
liked
lying
Notre
to
Dame.
my face.
I only like Notre Dame when they play USC.
I
You're
didn't.
lying.
I didn't know
You rooted for them against Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm a UCLA fan. I wear UCLA shit.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Everybody wears UCLA shit. I didn't know.
Nah. I mean,
You don't
but
wear
gotta-
UCLA shit.
I would never.
You wear USC shit.
She doesn't.
She
would
I
never.
don't
You had
own
that
anything.
dumbass polo like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I wiped my freaking makeup off with it.
Jesus Christ. What if they make you wear that to work again?
Ooh,
I
That's right,
know,
King.
my-
Called a
my
USC
boss
polo
was like,
cut.
"Where's your polo? Where's your Modelo polo?" And I was like,
fucked
"I was
up.
like, you gave me an extra small, my guy. It doesn't fit." He was like, "So
That's fair.
aesthetically like the color. It looks bad on me. And also the logo is ugly too.
I mean, anything else like the texture, the tonality,
Yeah,
the lettering,
the texture is kind of weird too. It's like that
velvet. It's like a velvet sheen. It feels like too much silk and it's too scruff. It's like you could have got a dry fit, but you guys were cheap on the fabric.
No, it's like it is like the dry fit, but I don't like dry fit on a polo because it makes me feel like I'm golfing or something.
I mean, that's the best kind of dry fit.
I don't know.
I just don't like that golf should be expensive, but those are some of the best kind of dry fit shirts. But yeah. All right, so setting the table. USC survived by the hair on their chinny chin chin and there were so many questionable calls. Shit, that's probably what made my head hurt so much. They won 43-41 in triple overtime against Arizona. At home, I think they were favored plus 20. Mm-hmm. But anybody with common sense knows there's no way Arizona was going to lose 28?
I think it was by 20.
Shit, yeah, the odds makers were smoking crack. Arizona almost beat Washington with Noah Fafita, who's a Servite quarterback. A bunch of Servite guys that, Jed Fish has admitted that Arizona is a California-based recruiting school, and they get their best talent from California. They also had Justin Flo, who's from California. It was an Oregon transfer. They had a lot of penalties in this game. Oregon was playing very chippy, very aggressive, a lot of late hits. Some questionable roughing the passer calls, I will say that, where it's like, one of these you could have kind of let go. But Arizona fans were definitely pissed about it. But USC, they're all singing and dancing. They were down 17-0 first quarter. Caleb Williams didn't have 100 yards passing until the end of the third quarter. And had 3 rushing touchdowns. Honestly, they all should have been Marshawn Lloyd's. Marshawn Lloyd had a 24-yard run to get down. And Lincoln Riley, I'm going to just play it for you. But he pretty much had the choice of where he could have called a timeout and just ran the ball. Or Marshawn Lloyd probably would have won the game in regulation. But in his words, he was confident. I'm just playing it because people were shocked. They're like, we need to know what you were thinking. Because at the end of the second quarter, it was a clock situation where he almost didn't score a touchdown, and they almost would have went down 17-7 at halftime because he didn't call a timeout and let 50 seconds run off the clock. And Kyron Hudson caught a touchdown. He caught it in the end zone and was pushed out, and people swear it wasn't a touchdown. But, what do you call a first down in the end zone? A touchdown. He caught it in the end zone. I'm like, if that's not a catch, then football doesn't exist anymore. But, yeah. In the third quarter, same issue, clock management. Jed Fish at one point in overtime. He went for 2, but they kept running toss, sweep, crack, pretty much out of trips. So it's 3 wide receivers, one side, toss, sweep, because that's where you have the advantage. And that shit was working all night. They were getting 8 yards a carry. The running back had 140 yards rushing. They had 200 yards rushing and 300 yards passing. And Noah Fafita had 70.
Okay, bro, you spent 5 minutes on a game that USC should have smoked them. I'd rather hear about the Red River Rivalry, sir.
Well, you can shut up.
Or, I don't know, USC's comeback victory.
Excuses in any way. They played well, played a lot better than us, certainly. Some times in the game.
I'm going to play the wrong one. All right. Lincoln, they didn't have, obviously, Jaden at QB, but Coach Fish said that he and on campus at the same exact time. So what was kind of your approach to game planning against him? And were you expecting this kind of efficiency from a redshirt freshman?
We didn't know which quarterback was, so we prepared for both. I thought he played about like he did against Washington last week. He's got some poise. He's got some playmakers. I thought he threw it to us a couple of times, and they just went up and made a couple of. He's an impressive player for a young guy.
So Jacob Covington, cornerback for USC, had like a clutch interception early in the game. That kind of turned the tide for them. They didn't have Damani Jackson. They don't have freshman sensation Zachariah Branch. He might not even play against Notre Dame. So that's like the two fastest players on their team at key positions at corner and receiver. And, obviously special teams is going to be a big deal. Also, this one is from receiver Taj Washington.
What was the biggest thing you guys had to kind of overcome? Because the O-line had a couple penalties late. That's really not characteristically what they do. Right. How did you guys kind of all just collectively gather yourselves after that?
Just rallying around everybody. Everybody coming together.
All right. Now, they said this after, like, somebody almost got ejected. Because there was almost a fight, like, on the field. So that's the reason why I asked that. Because, like, Caleb got hit late. And then offensive linemen are going crazy. Kingston had it was about a good 5 minutes where it was just penalties on back and forth. It was like the worst fourth quarter of football, but the most exciting I've ever seen ever. Because like it was about 10 straight plays. There was just penalty on their side, holding, late hit out of bounds, face mask, unsportsmanlike conduct. The shit was ridiculous. All right, and lastly, this one is from senior running back Austin Jones. He had the game-winning rushing touchdown, at least. So, yeah, hear from him.
Arizona kind of was, there was a couple dirty plays here and there. Just some Sean almost scored at the end of the game on that run. You guys were, anytime you ran it, you kind of like getting what you wanted. So what was like the mindset you guys talking to each other on the sideline, knowing you're pretty much getting like 5 yards a chunk?
I mean, this is a game that we kind of expected. There's going to come games like this where we know we're going to have to grind it out. And, we kind of get that feel. So it's like, it's not popping like we usually used to. But at the end of the day, we're going to grind it out and play tough and play physical.
All right, here's why people were losing their minds. USC was averaging like 6 yards a carry running the ball, and they weren't running the ball. Like, they could have put Arizona away much earlier. And they're going to have the same issue when they go to Notre Dame, which is, I think they're going to win, but it's probably going to be like 38-28 kind of affair. And it's going to be like USC pulls away at the end, not they're winning most of the game. Because Caleb took a lot of hits, and that's not really something you want to do to your Heisman-winning quarterback. Just let him take hits, run the ball to the goal line. It's kind of ridiculous. Pete's hella unprofessional. But what else is new?
I'm just looking at Nikki's body language.
I mean, she's an Oklahoma. She hates USC, so like.
No, that was that. Like, I was on my phone texting, and now I'm gonna look like I'm paying attention, but I'm still like fucking around with my pencil.
I got that more from you. 'Cause you were literally just fucking around just now. But yeah, so
hating, but I was listening.
I know you were hating. That's why
either.
You looked up at me after what Taj Washington said, and I was like,
No, I just I didn't expect him to sound like that. That's why I looked at you. So it's like
he's from Texas.
I know, but he just sounds like
he doesn't sound like he's from Texas. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be it's going to be y'all winning the whole game, but then they catch up to you, and then you keep yourselves from choking at the last second.
I mean, don't say y'all because I'm not a part of it. I just cover the team.
What do you mean, y'all?
What do you mean you just cover the team?
You say y'all.
Shut the fuck up. You're Kenny or Troy, bro. You're the biggest fucking USC stand this side of the 110 freeway, bro.
Definitely not.
You are, bro. You fucking ride them harder than fucking anything, bro.
Don't. I'm the first person.
You ride them harder than Lil Nas X in a fucking music video, bro.
That's disgusting, bro. That's nasty work. I'm one of the first people who said they could end up in the LA Bowl the way their defense is so trash.
I feel like
I've said that multiple times.
I haven't heard you say that.
It's confirmed.
I feel like
I haven't heard you say that on
you
the
weren't
air.
there. You don't pay attention.
I haven't heard you say that on the air.
You didn't pay attention when I
You
talk
haven't
after
said it on the
time.
wax.
I definitely have.
I feel like you're more biased towards them than you are with the Raiders.
For sure, 1,000%.
Because they have no reason to suck.
What? The Raiders don't
USC
have
has
no reason?
no bullshit. USC has no reason
Wait, what?
to be this bad defensively. They should be much more dominant with what they have.
It's because you stole a bunch of players from.
Stop saying you. I didn't do shit.
That doesn't make
Raiders
sense.
have been terrible our whole lives, bro. Stop it with that.
If anything, that should make you more biased against the Trojans.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I expect USC to always get elite talent, so they should be good at some level.
USC was like.
The Raiders make stupid choice after stupid choice.
Well, we're saying.
I expect it at this point.
But we're saying
USC
that's
was like
backwards.
3-9, like 2 seasons ago.
With a bunch of 5-star talent.
So?
It's the Raiders don't have a bunch of elite talent on their roster. They just don't. They don't even make elite decisions half the time.
Well, you're way more biased against the Raiders.
My expectation is much lower for the Raiders.
And you stand for the USC much more, even though USC has much more higher expectations.
It's okay. It's okay to like be biased towards them.
If Bama's trash, that's a problem.
No, I'm not.
Like, if blue blood programs are trash, that's a problem.
It's okay.
The Raiders have been trash my whole life.
Like, it's okay that you ride for them because you're a fan of them.
And I'm objective,
That's fine.
first off. I'm objective with my report.
Not when it comes to college football, I don't think.
I'm pretty objective.
Bro, you just spent 5 minutes on a fucking Pac-12 game, bro.
Actually, it wasn't even on Pac-12 Network, so relax.
That wasn't even a ranked game, bro. That's biased.
USC's ranked.
That's biased.
Arizona's better than.
That's biased.
Arizona's 3-3.
That's agenda
they're
setting.
actually good.
That's agenda setting.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because that wasn't even the
team.
That's agenda setting.
They were
bro.
supposed to beat them by 28 and barely won a triple.
And
overtime.
I just told you, bro, you ain't even talking about UCLA, and they actually upset someone that they shouldn't have beat.
Nobody goes to their games.
Okay,
it was you and Max.
They actually beat someone they shouldn't have.
Actually, UCLA has one of the best.
That's more newsworthy. That's more
country.
newsworthy than beating someone you should have beaten
Yet it's
by
not,
1 point in
Heisman
overtime.
contender. Bro, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the local media who doesn't want to go to UCLA
You're
games.
saying you're not biased, and I just giving you a perfect example
fine.
of how the agenda's being
Everyone's
set.
biased, and we accept the double standard that everyone's biased.
It's okay to be biased.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
I didn't shit on Oklahoma. I was happy when they beat Texas because fuck Texas.
It's
I mean, you haven't said that though.
It's fine. No, you
I've
said that.
I've always said fuck Texas. I tweeted it out. Get out of here. Y'all are.
But that's what we're saying. You're leading the segment with a team that you dick ride instead of all the other newsworthy shit that happened.
I interview the head coach.
Okay.
After home games.
It's okay.
The fuck you mean? Like,
what does that
that's why I
mean?
play the sound. I didn't fucking cover the Red River Rivalry.
It's okay to be biased.
You cover all of college football. The reason why you cover USC is because you cover all college football.
UCLA doesn't like giving people media
The
credentials.
reason why you cover USC is because you've been covering all of college football for a whole 300 episodes. You just started covering USC
2 years ago.
Yes, totally. But the reason why you're covering USC is because you've been covering all of college football.
Yes, and you want to know why I don't cover UCLA? You want to know why I don't cover UCLA? Because they don't like to fucking give out credentials to people. Even people who've been in the fucking business for 30 years.
Credentials don't mean nothing, bro.
So who did UCLA?
If I want to interview players and you won't give me access, then why the fuck am I wasting my time talking about you?
You don't need to interview players, bro, to watch a game, to give commentary, to give concise commentary on a game.
Exactly what I'm talking about. And
you don't need to interview players to do that.
Nah, that's cool. You playing.
I'm not. It's true.
You bullshitting. You know you bullshitting. You know that's a half-hearted statement.
That's not a half-hearted statement, bro. You don't need to have fucking credentials to give commentary on a game.
Yes, but I wasn't at the Rose Bowl. You were. Why didn't you cover
I'm just saying. It doesn't matter. You could still talk about one of the other 60 games rather than talk about
I already said
USC for 10 minutes,
one
bro.
of the best defenses in the country.
And say I'm not biased.
I've even talked about UCLA ad nauseum this year. Multiple times. I mean, in spurts. It was really like 2 minutes. But that's all the burn I give UCLA.
Bro, even last week when I was going down the list of all the Pac-12 teams that were ranked, all you did was kind of bat an eye and talk about USC for 10 minutes.
Play.
Washington State, they were ranked 13th. I was surprised that Washington State played that bad.
Score?
I don't know. They won by one score.
It was like
defensive stop.
Was it? They scored in the 20s. It had to be like 21 to. I wasn't 21-17.
Washington State was ranked 13.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they were on a huge winning streak. But yeah,
They're still ranked.
Wasn't it like 17 to 14 or 17 to 7?
There's like fucking 4-5 teams in the Pac-12 that are ranked.
Colorado.
What about Washington?
Washington's like 5th, 6th.
No fucking way are they.
USC got bumped down to 8th because they fucking are losing to teams that are unranked with 2 losses.
There's no way that they're 6th.
Okay, so you have USC at 10.
See?
You
Notre
have
Dame got
Oregon
clapped.
State at 15.
They just beat Utah, I think.
You have UCLA at 18. You have Washington State at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Pac-12.
Notre Dame.
What about Washington?
They're ranked
Oh, I
like
missed them.
6th.
They're 7. They're the highest.
Oh, 7th. My bad.
Yeah,
they were
5-0.
5th at one point
Oklahoma's 5.
because those bum-ass SEC teams keep getting pushed up. But Oklahoma deserved it. I think Texas is ranked higher than USC, which is crazy to
Can
me.
you tell me what Texas is? I think.
How do you lose and are
9.
ranked? See, they're ranked higher than USC.
They don't deserve that.
Bama's 11.
Bama fucking sucks, and they're 11th.
Notre
Georgia,
Dame's 21 with 2 losses.
who's
LSU's 22 with 2 losses.
which makes no sense, but you know, hey, they barely skated by and they win. But what's his face? Notre Dame got clapped by Louisville. Louisville should definitely be ranked closer to the top 10 because Notre Dame was ranked in the top 10 when they lost to Louisville, and Louisville's really good this year. I think they're 6-0.
So what do you predict the final score to be between Notre Dame and USC?
You already
That's
said
it.
it, like 28 to 38.
38-28. It's much closer than it looks, and USC finds a way to. Because I just don't. I mean, they're definitely not stopping the ball. They're not shutting down the run. They just had like Jamil Muhammad, who was a transfer from Georgia State, is like top 10 in the country in sacks with 6. So if he keeps getting sacks, like overall, their pass rushing production is still pretty good. It's just their corners can't defend fade routes, and Notre Dame is great for having receivers who are maybe slow but big and tall as shit and will win fade routes. And they have tight ends who are Notre Dame always has a tight end. So realistically, it comes down to running the ball in defense and making sure that because USC had like 10 men on the field a couple times, so did Notre Dame against Ohio State and like the past couple weeks. So
I know what you're talking about.
somebody's gonna fuck up
Against that
defensively
one
worse
touchdown
than
or whatever.
yeah. Somebody's gonna fuck up worse than the other team. Somebody might show up with 9 guys on the field.
Y'all seen the buzz around that Sam Hartman guy?
Oh yeah, because he had one of his ribs removed and turned it into a necklace and has it around his neck.
No, because he's
It's
hot.
disgusting. All right.
Y'all haven't seen that? This is all over social
He's
media.
Who do you like in Oregon, Washington?
Those Oregon uniforms look ass. I'm sorry. I gotta go Washington
Who do you like? UNC, Miami.
by a lot. Oh, can we talk about Miami?
You're just going to skip over OU in Texas and talk about Miami instead?
I mean, we were gonna save that for last, but
I don't know. We're already like way over time. We spent like fucking 25 minutes talking about USC.
I just said, hey, Oklahoma like toasted Texas, and I'm glad they won. Fuck Texas, and
toast
Texas
them.
shouldn't be ranked that high anymore. What else do you want
we
me to
didn't
say?
toast them. We won with 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
He wasn't outside.
They decisively beat Texas.
He wasn't outside.
They decisively beat Texas.
It
Can
was
you say
not-
that?
No.
So they skated with the victory, so they're really not that good?
Dude.
Which
Texas-
is it? Are
Dude.
they good because they beat them or because they won by the skin of their ass? Which one is it? I'm trying to shoot you
Did
bail.
you watch the game or not?
I watched the game.
You watched all of the game.
I didn't watch all the game, but I
Okay,
watched
well,
most of it.
Okay, if you watched the game,
I saw the ending for
if
sure.
you witnessed that glory with your own 2 eyeballs,
Glory.
we wouldn't be having this conversation. That is one of the best.
I watched a lot of it, and I
that
was wasted at the
That was
tailgate.
one of the best iterations of the Red River Rivalry I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Instant classic.
Well, yeah,
Top 5.
because they lost 49-0
It was
last
a great
year.
game.
Probably the
That
best
team has come
college
a long
football
way.
game that I will see this season. It was.
That's their
amazing.
signature win.
It was not just a signature win. It was
'Cause Texas beat
the,
Bama.
Rivalry
the,
win.
shit, the shit fuckery that took place in the game, the intensity of it, just the
The 2
vibes.
best teams in the Big 12.
Not even just it was just the game in and of itself was just
Okay, it's
was
cool.
just
You're emotionally tied to
insane.
the rivalry. I understand.
this the last one before the SEC?
Yes.
They're still going to the same conference. They're going to play each other. They're going to play each other. They're going to go into the same conference.
Last rivalry before we all head to the SEC.
And play each other anyway.
All of that crazy... Dude, the first 5 minutes of that football game...
They're going to play each other
the first 5
in the
minutes,
SEC.
The first 5 minutes of that football game were the most ridiculous 5 minutes of football I've ever watched in my life.
Really?
You would agree with me if you watched it. So clearly you didn't watch enough of it.
I didn't see the first 5 minutes of the game. Pardon me.
Damn, this is the Coming for Blood on Kenny episode, bro.
I was shaking.
Only a couple did.
My hands when that touchdown.
Mind you, you were at. I'm just saying.
It was that intense, bro.
I'm just saying.
My heart rate on my Apple Watch.
Your Fitbit.
It literally said.
I actually watched that game. I probably watched more of that game than any other Texas OU
That touchdown
game
was
in
fucking
like
amazing.
5 years.
Like Dylan Gabriel saved y'all ass. He's the reason you guys are.
Like, I was close to blacking out. Like, I was so nervous.
That's wild. Blacking out from pure excitement. That's crazy.
No, I was just nervous. Like, I was literally. So, like, my coworkers were like, "Sis,
Fainted.
No, like for real. Like, I was actually.
And your phone died. That's why, like, you literally popped up like some poltergeist shit on me in the press box. I was like, "Where the fuck did you come from?" I did not see. I was like, literally just like. And I look up. And I was like, "Oh shit, what's up?"
And the funny thing is I never got to watch the Texas A&M game that much because I got too busy.
You didn't need that. You didn't need to ruin your joy. That's why you didn't watch it.
It sounded like, according to some people I talked to about it, apparently the refs were like really, really terrible.
Well, if it's close, Bama always gets the advantage.
Apparently, like there was this one specific touchdown that was taken back over like nothing and a half. So
I mean, yeah. Let's just be honest. If it's close against Bama, you have to be better, or you're not going to win. Even though I think Texas A&M is a better team than Bama.
I would probably disagree, but it is nice to see.
Milroe's great. If you put Milroe on Texas A&M, if you switch quarterbacks, they're about the same.
Yeah, Max Johnson is a backup.
Max Johnson played at LSU, didn't he?
He's a backup.
But didn't he play? He was a starter at LSU.
Okay, but he's a backup at Texas A&M.
But he was a starter somewhere. His dad played the NFL. Like,
okay.
All right, guys, we got to keep the show moving. Fuck.
We should just start a college football podcast.
All right, UNC, Miami. Who do you like?
Are you going to talk about the Miami thing with the running the ball?
That's what I wanted to do before you got on me about Oklahoma.
Okay, well.
I just can't wait to see Cristobal fuck it up again. And Drake May's mid.
He apologized.
Oh, that makes it better. He's done it twice now.
He said that, yeah, I my bad, guys.
How do you fuck that up twice? Now you're out of the playoff and out of the ACC. You just gave the ACC to Florida State. Congrats. Hilarious. That was hilarious. Everybody in the press box was just like, wow, Cristobal did it again in a different conference. All those 5-star recruits must be nice. And you're still and it was a ton of recruits there for Miami. It's like that was the worst day to shit the bed and lose. But technically the running back was down when they replayed it. But yeah, he was actually down. So oh well.
So UNC Miami this week, 2 ranked teams, 25 and 12.
Nobody cares.
25 and 12.
They care about
UNC's
Drake
undefeated.
May. They care about Drake May. That's it.
Who do you like?
USC is gonna win. UNC is gonna win it because Miami is just not mentally there. They're not back. I don't believe them. They need more people.
Don't they always prematurely say they're back?
Yeah,
and
they're
end up
always
losing
back.
3
Why
games?
don't you fucking leave? How about you leave? Try leaving.
Still lose 5 games?
Like when Texas said they were back, and then you beat a fucking shitty Georgia team. If you would have played them the next year, they would have stomped the life out of you. Like, relax.
All right. Final words on fucking college football?
Wouldn't be surprised if USC catches an L, but Washington's still the best team in the Pac-12. And the Pac-12 is the best conference in the country. SEC's not really that good this year. Being fair. Georgia had to play Pac-12 schedule with 2 losses. Let's not kid ourselves.
Nikki?
Big 12's tougher than the SEC this year.
Why do you wait? Why do you
Literally,
wait?
Texas beat Alabama, and I just said,
Why do you wait for
big-
me to play the drop to say some inflammatory shit? I say last word on college football.
And I said my last word.
And then you say one thing that's like, all right, that's a nice ending point. And then I play the drop, and then you're like, yeah, I'm just going to sneak this fucking kidney shot in real quick at the end of the bell. Like,
no, if it's at the bell, it
bro,
doesn't
we're
count.
already at an hour and 15 minutes.
at the
I'm
bell-
trying to keep the show moving, bro.
If it's at the bell, it doesn't count. That's fair. Now, if I wait for the bell and just fucking kidney shot you,
That's going to be unfair fade. Kenny's saying inflammatory shit right when I play the drop of the next segment.
fair fade. Nikki started it.
I feel like this mic isn't. Bears trade Claypool to Dolphins. Kenny?
The top 5 receiver, Chase Claypool,
The Drake of wide receivers.
the Notre Dame great.
No, I feel about Notre Dame receivers. Same way I feel about USC corners.
But what did they get for him? What, like a 7th round pick?
I don't know.
Doesn't even matter. A waste.
Well,
of,
it does because they gave up a 2nd round pick to get him last year.
Oh no, I thought you meant what the Dolphins gave up.
That's what I mean. What did the Bears get for him?
The Dolphins don't need him.
They don't need him at all. I don't know why they made that trade. But Jamar Jeffs, I don't know.
Trying to get faster.
There were other people they could have got, but they don't need to be any faster. That's the crazy part. Got a whole track team out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a late round pick swap. Not even a pick, a swap.
So nothing.
So that's definitely a turnover for the fucking
So
Bears.
some fucking Oikos yogurt.
And it's a turnover for Claypool, too, because he's probably not even going to play.
His career's
So,
over.
Yeah. Watch. Next.
Never even had 1,000 yards in receiving.
I thought he had one.
No, he
Yeah,
had
I
like
thought he had
11
one.
touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he had one.
No, he had like 11 touchdowns. His rookie
sure?
year. Either his rookie or his second year.
I thought he
like
had
11
one his
touchdowns.
second year.
No, he never had 1,000 yards receiving. He had like 900 total yards because he had like a rushing TD. He scored a couple different ways.
Rushing?
He had a rushing TD, yeah. He had like 11 total touchdowns one year. It was weird.
All right. Broncos trade Gregory to the 49ers.
That's a fucking saga. Because, like, Frank Clark took a pay cut, another overrated pass rusher. Then this dude ends up on the Niners after that botched Dallas deal. He won. Like, in all this, like, he has the career Aldon Smith should have had.
I know is Randy Gregory's not really going to play that much, so
He's not,
I'm going
which-
to say it's a turnover.
It's fucking amazing how much of a turnover it is. The Niners just keep
But
getting,
the Niners, they just fucking
keep getting talent.
surplus talent. Yep.
It's
I feel like same as the Dolphins. Very one and the same. Jonathan Taylor signs a 3-year, $42 million extension, and he's going to be debuting versus the Titans.
he played last week.
Yeah, he played last week.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
4
He
fantasy
didn't
points.
do shit, but he played.
Yeah, 4 fantasy points. I was
Last week they played the Titans.
I was
Wait,
shitting bricks.
I'm sorry. I don't
The
know why I
Ravens
thought
and the
that-
Titans
last
play in
week
London
they played
this
the
week.
Titans.
They got 4 points.
4 fantasy
Mm.
points.
Was he on a snap count?
No.
Well, no, because he wasn't hurt.
Zach Moss scored that big touchdown early.
Zach Moss
Oh,
had
And
like
they just
100
roll and they just roll with Zach Moss.
he had like 150 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Anthony
I think
was
he had like
already out,
180
right?
yards for scrimmage or something.
Did Richardson get hurt in that game or before?
Yeah,
that
he
game?
got hurt in that game.
How early in the game?
Very early
Like
in the game.
a few series.
I think it was either a defensive end or Jeffrey Simmons whose full weight came down on the shoulder.
So for me,
That's a
I
big ass
I
man.
have him in our league that we're in, and I was just like, well,
Did you start him?
I'm gonna kick myself more if he goes off than if I play him and he doesn't go off. So I was 1-4 in that league, so I was like, I gotta do something.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, he didn't do shit.
I
I
would
lost.
have done the same if
Yeah,
I was
I
in your
lost.
position.
And I got cut back too, but he balled.
You're,
All right, next
I
one.
got Cup and Devontae.
I wonder if Taylor's bad game was just due to the.
I mean, I'm sure it's due to that. I just think it's crazy. Like, it's like fucking you have that toxic ass fight for 6 weeks, to 3 months, and now it's like, well, you just paid him off and all's good.
You got 4.
I
fantasy
guess.
points.
We'll see. Still with the Colts. Jim Irsay's still the owner. Still running back.
Next up,
Nothing changed. Just kick the can down the road.
I mean, he's better off than Saquon is.
Is he though?
Yeah. At least he got paid.
Is it
Saquon
Saquon
got
or
2
Saquon?
years.
I always say
He got
Saquon,
1 year,
but I
12
hear it
million.
right.
I thought he got 2 years.
No, he got one. They didn't.
Sure?
They can't. He got a 1 year deal instead of a franchise tag.
I think that's what Jacobs got. Jacobs got 3 years, something.
Jacobs didn't get a multi-year deal. He got a 1 year deal.
So which one of them got a multi-year deal? One of them got a
Jonathan
multi-year
Taylor.
deal.
No, neither one of them.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. That's why it was so shocking when Jonathan Taylor got paid. It's like, what the fuck, Saquon? You did all that only to not get paid. And Danny Dimes is the worst quarterback ever and got all that money. All you had to do was do what Jonathan Taylor was going to do, was stand on business. And now he's paid for the next 3 years.
I thought Barkley had a multi-year deal.
No,
He only
he
had
was.
one?
I thought he got a
They
2 year
didn't
like
work
the
out an
franchise
extension.
tag.
So instead of them franchising him, he took a 1 year deal.
Who am I thinking of that got tagged?
One of them was supposed to get the tag and got a 2 year deal at like the tag rate.
It's not Jacobs, nor is it what's his face.
I know Tony Pollard got tagged early, but
Tony Pollard just willingly took the tag.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't think of the person's name right now.
I don't know. Oh well. All right. Next up, Bill Belichick has gotten behind Mac Jones and said that Jones is going to remain the starter despite his recent struggles.
Tank for Caleb, I guess. Or a long snapper who was an All-American punter. A tight end. They might take Brock Bowers with their first-round pick next year. Don't be surprised.
I'll kill myself.
I'm telling you it might happen. He's a
myself
tight end who
right
took a fucking reverse 35 yards to the house. Do you understand how a tight end takes a wide receiver reverse?
I don't care.
Like,
I will literally.
Brock Bowers is
I will
different.
drain every dollar in my bank account, fly to Boston, go to a game, buy a 50-yard front row ticket, jump over it, go up to Bill Belichick, and slit my throat right in front of him.
That's dark.
Wild.
You just made me.
That's fucking wild.
I need you to not show up in NFL stadiums when I'm around.
Yeah,
you just made
fucking wild,
You just made
dude.
us all culpable to whatever the fuck you might do.
Yeah, man.
We're on a watch list.
You're lucky we're not. Hopefully, there's no mandatory reporters listening. Fuck.
Like, fuck. Somebody in my job might hear this and be like, "Hey, yo, is old girl okay?" And it just spreads.
This is the difference between your generation and our generation.
We didn't say shit like that.
Like we have some sort of boundary.
Like, you planned out a whole trip just to slice your
And you
throat.
like think it's so funny. Like, man, this is what happens when you watch 13 Reasons Why when you're 8. Like,
This is what happens when you think 13 Reasons Why is a cult classic. No, if I could go outside and breathe air, skin your knee on a fire
Stop watching
hydrant.
YouTube videos about suicide forest.
Stop watching TikTok stories about fucking your feelings and fucking suicide. Like, please, like, just go listen to an actual therapist. Not,
Sorry that we untabooed mental health.
You didn't untaboo mental health. There's no untabooing mental health. Across the board.
You're trying to tell me 15 years ago it wasn't taboo to talk about how you're going to go see your therapist. Now people will be like, "Oh my god, guess
Our
what
generation did
guess
that.
what my therapist said
Our generation
yesterday."
did that. Millennials did that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We did that.
Cap,
You didn't do that. We did that.
extra cap,
We know we definitely did that.
cappuccino.
Definitely not. Have you listened to Drake's whole career? That's just a fucking therapy session.
What is?
Drake's whole career. We were talking about mental health on albums. I
don't know about
Marvin's
that, sir.
Rooms is some mental health shit. It's toxic as fuck, but I mean,
You're trying to tell me that
we
when
we
you were
crawled,
in high school,
we walked so you
when,
could run.
When you were in high
TikTok.
school, you're trying to say that it was normal to be talking about how you have a therapist?
No, it definitely
It
wasn't.
definitely wasn't. I didn't say it.
You just said that.
No, I said, did you not listen to Drake's whole career? He's been literally yelling out
I
therapy on
used the
tracks.
word therapist.
Hey,
Not really, though.
you didn't. I mean, he kind of
He
did.
didn't talk about therapy and So Far Gone or Thank Me Later.
He yelled out all his fucking insecurities
Okay.
on
Or
it to
even
a really
Take
great,
Care.
and we all danced to it, and we all loved it.
Okay,
And then we
so
went to
he-
therapy afterwards and realized, oh, we're fucked up.
Yeah, I don't.
And we
let's
made it
not go
okay
down
for you
this
guys
wormhole.
to be outward with it.
He's
'cause
been
we
there,
fought
so
the
let's not
battles.
go down this wormhole.
I'm saying we fought the battle so like you guys could win the war.
What is this with you guys?
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
Gen Z normalized speaking on mental health. Sorry about it. You can be mad about it, but it's true.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just letting you know the boomers capitalized on it.
It definitely is true.
No, like I'm not taking that away from you, but like you didn't come up with the idea to do that on your own.
Who's like come up with the idea?
I don't know, but the athletes that are doing it aren't Gen Z. They're millennial too. So
Boom. Just saying.
So
Most impactful.
you ever heard of a domino effect? Who cares what freaking
So the chicken or the egg? Are we doing that? Who influenced who? Who pushed the culture further? Or is it hand in hand against boomers? That's all I'm saying.
dog, it's
Is
just
it me versus
I'm
you or
saying-
us versus
it's just
them?
because
Oh,
Gen Z
all we're
is the most
saying-
progressive.
all I'm saying
They're
is
just progressive. They're more progressive than millennials.
all I'm saying is Gen Z would be like, yeah, take care of yourself, self-care, but also like get fucked on, like fuck you, blah
We
blah
love you,
blah,
go
like
fuck
troll,
yourself.
like
I didn't mean
like
the
they'll
last
troll the
part.
fuck out of you, but also tell you to go get fucking mental health, and it's like,
They'll
what do
cry
I
with
do?
you.
It's like millennials, we just keep that shit tough to the fucking cores, like.
Yeah,
we let
exactly.
you
So
we
we're
let you
in
be the
agreement.
free butterflies that we were never allowed to be.
You let us.
We're just
you
caught
gave us
between two
permission.
evils. We're caught between the evils of
We saw mom and dad fighting and just closed the door and said, "Go to sleep. You don't need to see this."
So
millennials.
what?
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Honestly,
Millennials
That's really
are
what it comes
Fiona,
down
okay? Millennials are Fiona. There you go.
Dies of cringe. Literally about to pass out.
All right,
Really
move
cringe.
on.
All right,
I mean,
anyway.
you just said you're going to slit your throat in front of Bill Belichick.
to. That
Anyway.
shit was wild.
If they take one of the greatest tight end prospects,
shit was
Yeah, and
fucking
you
wild.
don't. But you don't.
He's
Get,
one greatest tight end.
you don't get the Gen Z humor of it. Sorry.
That's not humor. That was funny. That was snark. That wasn't funny. That was
Anyway.
just snark.
So yeah, Mac Jones, I love
Who?
you, buddy, but you make me want to die.
Sure, you don't need to talk to somebody.
Bro,
There's services for that now.
it's okay, man. It's just a generational gap. It's okay. Anyway,
I don't know. I just look at it like millennials are like, oh, shit sucks. I'm gonna fucking drink about it or like work really hard
And work my way
like try
through
to
it.
put it behind me. Like Gen Zers are like, fuck, shit sucks. Like fuck it all. Like it doesn't even matter.
Nihilistic.
Or like, fuck. It's so sad. Like it's the fucking end of the world. Like
should
I'm gonna
change
fucking
this.
cry. Like yeah. Like I don't know. It's just like
We didn't have the luxury
they're
to do
much
that.
more like
the luxury
hot
of
and
what?
cold.
We had to just fucking work through it.
Millennials are more like the special generation. Like, you can have everything, but like you really can't. I don't know.
See everything that we promised you, we're gonna give it to them.
Don't listen to him.
No, like me and you.
I just said what he said differently.
No,
but
you're
okay.
like adding on to my shit, but you're not. Like you're.
No, I
like
wasn't adding to your
disagreeing.
shit at all.
You're like disagreeing.
He's like pointing out the differences, and you're
Yeah.
like trying to diminish the Gen Z experience.
I'm
Yeah.
actually not.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just saying, like you think you have it the worst. You honestly fucking don't. You just have more
I
wouldn't
wouldn't say that. I didn't say anything
See,
about
see
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
diminishing-
say
I was
anything
saying,
You're
about
like you
diminishing
said,
the Gen
did
Z
we ever go
experience.
say we're gonna slit our fucking throat in the middle of class? No, motherfuckers just came to school and shot up the
Dude,
school.
it's a
That's-
joke. It's called a joke. It is humor. Sorry that
I'm
you
just
didn't
no.
get
It was
It's
funny.
okay. Move on.
No, it
It's
was funny.
You
I
can
laughed.
laugh.
I laughed. I did. I'm just saying, our humor was a little bit different.
Okay, yeah. Like it was just
Probably toxic as fuck though, but definitely different.
Yeah. Okay. Like it was just
Well, then back then you can make
like a slur was a joke back
Yeah,
then. Like,
pretty much.
okay. Anyway,
I
like,
mean, in some families it still is.
but see that's where we're getting fucked up. Like you can't make a joke about a slur, but you can joke about suicide. Like I don't know, man.
None of this shit makes any sense anymore. I
it's
don't.
self-depreciating. It's not depreciating other people.
So that makes it better.
But everybody
Yes.
can.
I don't know, man. I think that makes it worse, but I get it. I
Like-
see what you're saying.
No more. The lines don't exist anymore, so we're just all wrangling in one place, bumping into each other, figuring this shit out.
Sure. Anyway, moving on.
What she said.
Matt,
Kenny, you don't always have to get the last word.
for my sanity and my mental health, I hope Mac Jones.
I hope Kenny doesn't get the last word. That's what I hope for my mental health.
It's gonna be quite, dude. Patriots versus Raiders is gonna be a movie, bro. The
I don't know about
Bowl.
that.
I started Zeke.
The Trash Bowl.
All I know
I want
is
the
if C
chaos.
scores, I'm happy. Win or lose, I don't care if the Raiders win or lose. I just want Zeke to score. You think I'm kidding? I'm being dead ass serious.
I was giving you the last word.
Y'all need to
It's got to be a crop top though.
Oh yeah. But all right, moving on. I don't know if it's
Mike. Yeah, so pretty much the Broncos said they're either going to trade him or cut him, and he purportedly has interest.
He took a pay cut too.
So I'm going to say it's a touchdown. I feel like he should just go back to Seattle or Kansas City. Why not? He's kind of just a depth pass rush piece anyways. Same for the playoffs. That's when he turns it on anyways. As long as he's not turning it on his partner.
Now that makes me agree with Gen Z even more. That what the fuck was that? Jesus.
I know
You guys win. You win all the therapy. Fuck.
you kind of cooking with that one. All right, Norman to the Bills.
That's a turnover, dog. Really? Did he even play last year in the
That's
league?
domestic violence.
Was he even playing?
He's getting run over by somebody.
He hasn't been able to tackle in 5 years. He hasn't been able to cover in 2.
He hasn't been able to
3.
cover in like 4 years.
Yeah, something like
He's never been able to tackle. Like Deshaun McDermott just likes seeing him get pushed around on the field. That feels like a domestic violence.
I would have rather hire Richard Sherman, honestly.
And let him play free safety? Yeah. I'll hire Brandon Browner and just let him play linebacker. Just let him blitz everybody.
Brandon Browner's like 50 now.
He's still hitting somebody. He's 6'4", hitting somebody.
Brandon Browner was old when he entered the league. Wasn't he like 24, 25?
At Oregon State, yeah.
And then when he was with the Legion of Boom, he was like the oldest one.
He was like 30-something.
And with the Pats, he was like 33.
I think he was 34.
Yeah. Old ass dude.
He probably still got it. 6'4".
I'm sure.
He hitting somebody out there.
I mean, yeah.
Probably at a football practice. He putting on pads and hitting somebody.
As long as he's not hitting Cam Chancellor.
Jesus Christ. Thought you were going to say Percy Harvin, but okay.
You know, I never really liked Cam Chancellor. Never could stand him.
I did it until he got hurt, and then I kind of like was rooting for him to come back.
Fucking Superman out there.
And I was rooting for him to come
Him
back.
and Richard Sherman both.
But if he played for the Patriots,
if
they play for the Patriots, you would.
He
kind of
like redefined
first
the game.
ballot Hall of Famers.
He kind of like redefined the game.
I just you.
Did you like Laura Malloy?
Are you not familiar with my game?
Did you like?
If they're not a good person, I don't like them. Like we've been over this. Why don't you think I root for Joe Mixon? Anyway.
Okay, that's too obvious. That's a too obvious pick.
You root for AP?
No, I don't. That's what I did.
I don't know. I just.
Do you root for Russell Wilson?
Of course I do. I love Russell.
I mean, Marshawn Lynch came out and said he's a piece of shit human being, but okay, cool. You root for Marshawn Lynch?
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, you hate? Oh, she
don't say it like that.
She hate Marshawn Lynch.
Don't say it like that.
Marshawn Lynch talking about piece of shit human beings. Who we are?
Whoa!
He gets back to kids. The only thing he got busted was like a DUI. He was drunk in Buffalo. I'd be drunk in Buffalo too.
I like
running
Marshawn
behind that
Lynch.
offensive line.
I like Marshawn
Fucking
Lynch.
Levi Edwards was his QB. Or Trent Edwards.
I like him in the same
Hold
way
on.
I like Von
Just
Miller.
pause. Think about it. Think about whatever you're going to say right now.
Yes.
Because
I
you're
like
starting
them
with
both.
some Karen energy right now.
No, I like
That's
them
how
going
Karen
full
start.
blown.
That's how Karen start.
I like Marshawn Lynch in the same way I like Von Miller. They're both huge assholes.
What?
Von Miller's an asshole.
What?
How the fuck is Von Miller an asshole?
You just hate these random
What?
black dudes who are
Von Miller
cultural
went to-
icons.
Von Miller went to A&M. I have every reason to like Von Miller. But I think
And he's
an
a
asshole.
fucking demigod and a
he's-
fucking
yes.
nerd.
Hall of Famer.
But he's
and a
an asshole.
nerd.
Great
He's an
dude.
asshole.
And he's
Funny
won a
dresser.
ring.
And he's
How is he an asshole?
2 rings. I'm
I
sorry.
know-
How is he an asshole?
Oh,
Two
I've
rings.
watched him since he was in college.
Does he insist upon himself?
Yeah, but there's more.
What
than
is this,
that.
the fucking Family Guy episode? We're all about to drown?
See, that-
Yeah, you get it.
insist upon
She
himself.
knows. She knows.
I see that one. But no, he's just like
Hate the Godfather.
it's the same vibes as like I used to like I don't like Deion Sanders anymore, but I used to like Deion Sanders a lot, even though he's an asshole.
Totally different personality types.
Even though he's a huge asshole,
I could believe that.
I still like him because he's an entertainer. In the same way Von Miller's an entertainer, and in the same way Marshawn Lynch's an entertainer, they're all assholes.
He's not an entertainer. He's a real ass dude from the streets of North Oakland.
But
What the fuck you
he
mean?
is an entertainer. Come on.
He's not an entertainer.
He's
He's
an
naturally himself. He's not putting on extras.
Which is
That's who he
entertaining.
is. My mom
Which is
ran track against him.
entertaining. Okay.
His mom. Like,
So would you say Deion Sanders is putting on extras?
Deion Sanders definitely put on extras.
And
kind
Von
of a
Miller?
piece of shit. Nah, when is how is Von Miller fake and we don't know
He
it?
got mad at his son for farting in class. That's fucking wild.
Deion Sanders ranks his children.
Yo, he's a piece of shit.
That's wild.
I agree. Fuck Deion Sanders. And also what he did to Jackson State. But I'm saying Von Miller now. How is Von Miller,
Von
Deion
Miller's a
Sanders
good dude.
in the same... Are you talking about because his baby mom? His baby mom wasn't shit.
I have no idea. I don't even know what the baby mom. I don't even.
Oh,
know
so
Why do
you
you
don't
not
know-
like Von Miller?
That's what we're trying to figure out here. You like
Like,
Miles Garrett,
dog,
but you
we're
don't like
Raider
Von Miller?
fans.
I said I
We're
like
Raider
him.
fans,
I
and we
said-
like
We love
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller.
I said I like
That was a great
him.
draft class.
I said I like him, but he's an asshole. That's why.
How is he an asshole?
You can't tell me how he's an asshole.
Did you not sign your fucking jersey one day?
No, he's just a cocky prick.
How is he cocky?
I'm still waiting. This is Karen energy. This is Karen
I
energy.
follow him since he's in college. I'm not just talking on my ass. I like Von Miller.
How old is Von Miller?
How is he cocky? He
How old
came
is
in
Von
and
Miller?
played second fiddle to DeMarcus Ware until Ware rode off into the sunset.
He was a humble player coming out of Texas A&M and earned his spot.
I said I like him. I like Von
But you
Miller.
said he was he's
I
a
have
cocky
Von
prick.
and he
Miller
humbly
jersey.
went to the
I have
Rams
a
and won a
Von Miller
ring.
jersey. I
And then he
like Von
humbly went to
Miller.
the
Hang up in your
Bills.
bathroom, right?
No, not that one. A real one.
I just need to know how he's an asshole.
He just is. He's
And-
just an
and-
ass.
And we know Marshawn's not an asshole. He
Oh,
employs his
because
whole
he plays in
family.
the East now. That's why?
Dude, Marshawn Lynch is a huge asshole.
No, he's not.
No, Marshawn Lynch is not an asshole.
He's not an asshole.
You've never even
He's a
been to
culture-
the Bay, sis.
Exactly.
You've never even been to
It's
the
my
Bay.
hometown.
You've never even
stepped
been
foot
to
on
the
those
Bay.
What does
streets.
it matter if I
You've never been to
Bay?
Suburban
Because you
Park.
don't understand the culture.
You really don't understand the culture as much as you think you do. Even though you're a Gen
The
Z.
Bay is totally different than LA.
Oh my god.
Like you could find you could go across the other side of the world and not be in the same place as the Bay.
Let's just say 99% of people who aren't from the Bay and don't understand the Bay also think he's an asshole.
Yeah,
'cause they
probably.
Don't understand the culture.
For sure.
He's not an
Yeah.
asshole. No, most people don't think he's a loving person. Actually, he was on Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh yes, I remember him
Bar
for
Rescue,
what
I
a
mean.
sweet summer child Marshawn Lynch is.
Great human being. Just because you don't like the way he
What about
dresses
him?
or how he
What
talks or what he wears,
what about
that's
him?
because you can't relate to that lifestyle. You
Who
didn't come up from
said
that.
anything about how he dresses?
I mean, you said he's a cocky prick and an asshole. Like, what would give that? His physical
I said
demeanor,
I
his
said Von Miller's
words.
a cocky prick.
Okay, but you literally said they're both cocky pricks.
No, I said they're both assholes.
So how is Marshawn Lynch an asshole?
Dude, he is actually the worst. Are you
How
kidding?
is he the worst?
See what I'm saying? This is Karen energy.
Okay, tell me how he's friendly. How he's
I don't know. Maybe the fact that he's literally put the whole fucking hood on his back in Oakland. He's literally employed family members who went on TV and acted like pieces of shit and still gave them second chances. He literally he was an honor student coming out of high school, like going to
So?
Berkeley. He literally was in tech, gave back to his old teammates. Like a bunch of his cousins are from there. He literally puts on for the whole city, for a whole community, has football camps, all types of shit.
Okay.
Like
Tyreek Hill does
Don't
football
compare
camps.
Marshawn Lynch to
Don't
Tyreek Hill. Now you're out of your bounds. You don't know what
I
you're
said
talking about.
Tyreek Hill does football camps.
Tyreek Hill's a piece of shit.
Okay, but he does football camps. So does
He's
that
still a
make
piece
him
of
a good
shit.
person?
Tyreek Hill beat his fucking kid, and his wife did too.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
Lynch does like
Lynch
soup
ain't never beat
kitchens.
no women.
Lynch
He ain't
does
never
like
beat no
soup kitchens.
kids.
I literally never. I said.
So don't compare. Why are you bringing up
Tyreek?
Tyreek Hill? It's a non sequitur. Tyreek Hill has nothing to do with this.
Oh, he does football camps, as if that.
No,
makes you
I
a good
listed off
person.
all the things he does in the
He
community.
does soup kitchens. He does Christmas toys events. He does all kinds of shit that he doesn't even publicize.
Purposely doesn't publicize because he's like, I just do it.
Okay, well, he still presents himself as a dick.
Why do you
How
think
was he a dick?
Why do you think all the
Maybe
players
you go to
respect
Oakland
him?
and talk to more people from
Why do
Oakland.
you think all the players respect him?
Because he's one of the best running backs.
No, that's not why.
Best humans, one of the best human beings.
They respect him
I
because
said
of.
I liked him. I'm not acting
You
like.
said he's a cocky prick, but you never met him.
They
You've
respect
never
him
been to
'cause of
Oakland.
Neither of
himself.
you.
Did you?
You've never met him either.
She did as a kid. Try again.
You met Marshawn Lynch.
Yes, as a kid.
When?
As a kid
Like
in
for like
East
a second,
Oakland.
For like half.
And he covered his documentary
He had a fucking
when he was there.
camp. Literally, she don't know. Talking to somebody who's an expert on this, like you
An
don't-
expert on Marshawn Lynch. Then why does 99% of the people in the NFL world
Who's
agree with
who's
me?
99% in the NFL? I work for the NFL All my coworkers love Marshawn Lynch. You got to name names because you're not making any sense. Marshawn Drew loves Marshawn Lynch.
Hold on.
From the Bay Area. You got to name somebody.
It's like when we had Nick Hamilton on. It's like when we had Nick Hamilton on and he was talking about Compton, how like Compton has like an aura and energy that has produced some of the greatest people like ever you would know. And there's so many great people that you don't even know across the industries.
Okay.
It's the same thing with Oakland. Oakland has a spirit,
the birthplace of the civil rights movement,
that
the Black Panthers.
You have to experience to understand, and that's what Marshawn represents. It's like
it's not that deep.
It is
that deep.
It really
is that deep. And that's why you're talking from a privileged white person perspective.
Yeah.
Oh
that's how you're sounding.
I didn't say that.
That's how you're sounding.
Are you joking?
That's what, you're sounding like that. It's weird that you don't.
You're actually shitting yourself right now.
You're sounding like that. Like this is the only time you sound like that is when you say Marshawn Lynch is an asshole, but then you give no proof as why he's an asshole.
I don't.
And then you compared him to Tyreek Hill, who beat his kid.
Did I compare him to Tyreek Hill?
You literally did. You brought up Tyreek Hill when no one said his name.
I gave you an example of why it doesn't matter that he does football camps, my guy.
That's a part of his community service.
The reason
he services the whole community.
If you want to let me finish? Cool. To say that I'm a privileged white person because no,
she got offended at one thing I said and disregarded the whole.
Let her finish.
I'm coming from a privileged, quote unquote, white person point of view.
God.
Because I think Marshawn Lynch is an asshole. Because I think Marshawn Lynch is an asshole. I never said I don't like him. I said I liked him multiple times. I like him. He's an entertainer. Are you going to let me finish? Are you
Oh my God, are we having a clearing right now in air? Is that what's going on?
This is wild.
Fuck.
I like him. He is an entertainer. He's likable, but he is an asshole. And that's part of why he's so likable is because he's such an asshole to people. And because I'm not from Oakland and I don't understand it, 99% of NFL fans aren't from Oakland, and that's how the 99% of people perceive him as. Not the 1% of people that just so happen to understand the Oakland culture or whatever. It's in the same sense of you saying, like, people talking about, oh, people from Boston are so rude. And I could be like, oh, actually, us people from Boston, we know, dude, that's not how 99% of people
But hold up.
Individuals
Here's
from
where you're
Boston.
wrong. Here's
I'm
where
not
you're wrong.
Everyone thinks.
Here's where you're wrong, though. Here's where you're wrong.
I know mad fun people in Boston.
Here's where you're wrong.
No, but
Two things.
You're misconstruing my point.
Let me just say this. First off, the reason why Marshawn Lynch has that sort of reputation, perception, narrative around him is because of the whole Super Bowl thing. The reason why he's that way goes back to Oakland, goes back to the civil rights movement, goes back to how black people have been portrayed by the media, goes back to the
how
Oakland Tribune being destroyed. Like, there's a lot to that. One. Two, what's the first team to ever trademark their logo? What's the team that facilitated the merger?
The Packers?
No, the Raiders.
Okay.
There's a reason why the Raiders logo is a fucking shield. Oakland is the Raiders. The Raiders are the fucking NFL. Like, Oakland is at the fucking epicenter of the NFL. That's why, like, when Kenny says people from the NFL understand, Oakland is part of the NFL culture. That's why
bloodline.
That's why when they left, it was so hurt. Because they're one and the same.
The fact that you're asking these questions is why I said what I said. You're coming off privileged and very Karenish because you don't understand the history. You don't know it.
I don't
you
care.
Never met Marshawn Lynch, and you're saying he's an asshole, but you like him as an entertainer. You don't know him as an entertainer. You know him as a really great running back with a great personality, but you.
No, that's the funny
thing. His personality is that he's an asshole.
He has such a dry personality that it's funny.
No, he doesn't.
But that's the same perception of the Raiders. People have the perception of them as
Man
being
versus Wild. That shit was funny.
There is a 13-minute YouTube video on the air online that is a comp of him one word answering reporters. It's his personality.
But I'm telling you, that goes back
Do you know
to
what happened when he went to Buffalo and Cal?
Let's just say
he was mistreated at Cal.
Like, good, there's reasons.
But it's the same thing with the Raiders.
Just missing the reason
it's the
why
same
we're
thing with
telling you
Raiders.
it's wrong.
But that's what I'm telling you.
So there's a background to it. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have. I'm not here. I'm just here so I don't get fined 100 million times as a T-shirt.
But I'm telling you,
why he did that.
It's the same thing with the Raiders too. Like, people have the perception of the Raiders as fucking cheaters, renegades, fucking killers,
thugs, criminals, murderers,
all this different shit. They don't talk about all the shit that they were doing in the community with the Black Panthers and the Hells Angels uniting the Bay Area.
Bingo.
People don't talk about all the things they were doing in the community at the time.
I literally never said any of that.
You said you speak for 99% of people not from Oakland. You said that out your mouth.
I said that he's perceived.
You said 99.9%, but you don't represent. So you represent 99% of people.
Let me tie everything together.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. You have to go to the Bay Area to understand that culture of fuck you, but also I'm gonna help you. Like, that's what Marshawn Lynch is. That's why he comes off as an asshole. That's why they have songs that yell out bitch and all this other stuff.
There's a million people from the Bay Area that don't act like he does.
But Oakland.
And they all understand him and they love him.
Okay, I never.
Everybody got that crazy cousin or that person.
When did I say I disliked him? When did I say that?
You literally said he's an asshole, and that's part of the reason why you don't like him. But you like him as an entertainer.
How many times
so
have I screamed
if he's not an entertainer, you don't value what he brings.
You have screamed.
How many times have I screamed at the top of my lungs that I like Marshawn Lynch? How many times have I said that?
You literally said I don't like him because he's an asshole.
Did I say that?
But then you said you like him as an entertainer.
Did I say that?
You said both of those.
No,
you said all that.
I will go through every second of this podcast
you
and
try.
And we can.
I like
we will
him
go
as
through
an
it as
entertainer.
We will go through it as a powwow, as a group, in a therapy session. You find me saying I don't like him.
You literally said.
I will give you $100.
Oh no, she didn't say she don't like him. She said he was an asshole.
She said.
I
like him as an entertainer.
I will give you $1,000.
But he's an asshole.
I don't like him because,
and that's why I don't like him. I don't like him for the same reason I don't like Von Miller. He's a cocky prick and an asshole.
I never said I didn't like him either. I'll give you $1,000.
You
want to bet
literally
me
said
$1,000 that I said
you don't like that he's a cocky prick.
I'll bet you $1,000 right now.
Literally,
I'll bet you every dollar in my bank account.
You said it.
Fucking God.
You said it.
All right. So can we move on?
You want to bet then?
Can we move on?
Fine, $100.
You're just gonna You're gonna backtrack and say that's not what I meant.
How did we even get here? How did we even get here?
Because she said Marshawn Lynch is an asshole.
Kenny.
And I'm like, how is he an asshole?
$100.
And you've yet to give a reason why.
All right, we got
asshole.
6 more bullets. Can we get to these 6 bullets?
$50?
It's not about the money. You just didn't give a good point, and you gave off a careless reason when we said why he's not an asshole.
No. Look me in my eyeball.
I'm looking you in your eyeball.
I never said I didn't like anybody.
You can't see through those dirty ass glasses.
Hey, fuck you, bro. First off, fuck you. I got fitted for new glasses today. Kiss my ass.
Marshawn Lynch might be one of 2 Seattle Seahawks in the 2014 season that I actually like. Okay? I despise the Seahawks, the 2014 Seahawks.
You had every team that went against the Patriots.
They didn't win. They lost.
I said you went against every team that went against the Patriots, you hate.
No, not necessarily.
You hate the Rams?
No.
You hate Marcus Peters?
No, not really. No.
Do you hate Kurt Warner? Marshall Faulk?
I was too young to hate Kurt Warner.
Cool. So in the modern era, you pretty much hate like the Falcons.
No, I don't hate the Falcons. I don't hate Matt Ryan. I don't hate Julio Jones.
He gifted.
All right, guys, can we fucking move on?
You just hate the Seahawks because
no,
that team.
I heavily dislike Cam Chancellor, and I've kind of lightened my dislike for Sherman because he's gotten a little lighter since he's retired. But as an athlete, I despise Richard Sherman. I never ever disliked Lynch, and I never ever disliked Russell.
Again, that's a whole nother thing. Why would you hate Richard Jefferson? Tom Brady doesn't even hate Richard Sherman.
It's just
Tom Brady likes Richard Sherman.
The reason you're giving comes off as if you don't like him.
Because Richard Sherman is an asshole, but in a very different way.
He's
in
not an
in a
asshole.
malicious way.
He went to Dominguez, top of his class, Stanford grad. See, it's the same circular point.
No. Richard Sherman is an asshole in a malicious sense. He's not so much anymore.
What's the definition of malicious?
He's not so much anymore. It's not entertaining. It's not cute, and it's not like
That's
It's
who
not
he is.
I think he took all that Seahawks
He's a
Patriots
ball
shit
player.
very personal.
He's a ball
I think he
player.
internalized a lot of that.
He's one of the best corners of all time. Never said he wasn't.
That's a lot, but
He's
yeah.
one of the best
think
of his
he is.
era. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know
and when you
about
have
that.
Earl
Maybe
Thomas
the
over
era.
the top, it's easy to say that. But like,
I mean, what's the threshold? You
I
wouldn't say
mean-
he's top 25?
in other eras, he'd be great. Would he be the best corner in Deion's era? No. Do I think Patrick
The
Peterson's
early
a better
2000s?
corner
Of course
than
he's
him?
not in Deion's
Yes.
era. Deion's
Is
probably
he better
the
than
best
Darrell
corner
Revis?
ever.
No.
Is Chris
one of the
McAllister
most
better than him?
Oh, of course. Okay.
Man to man, if I could start a team with one of them, I might go McAllister. I'm see that's tough. It's production versus who actually like was the most dominant in their era. Oh, he's of all time. That's a lot
Dog,
of
the 2000s had a lot of fucking corners,
That's
bro.
the problem. Everybody's top 25 is 100 motherfuckers in it. Because I don't think you realize how hard it is to really. Once you say top 25,
Is he better
it's
than
fuck
Stephon
26.
Gilmore?
Yes.
I can give you like 7 corners that were great that are
corner's
not
better than
never going to
Gilmore.
make in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Gilmore might never make it in the Hall of Fame. He's a great corner. He had that Hall of Fame corner written on him coming out of South Carolina. Great corner.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did make the Hall of Fame.
He's not gonna make the Hall of Fame. If Reggie Wayne isn't in right now, if
Oh, Asante Samuel can't even get in.
Shante Samuel's a Hall of Fame corner. Fuck the bullshit. He put up 10 picks, multiple places, pick sixes, was productive everywhere he went, and because he's not on Bill Belichick's good side, and because the media doesn't really,
You got to
didn't really
understand,
like him
the
like
game
that.
is called so different now, too. It's like everything goes towards receivers. But back then, it's like
You have to earn those picks.
a lot of these teams had 2 corners. Delta O'Neal, 10
Delta O'Neal
picks.
was great.
Yeah.
Never
Play
going to
with
be in the Hall of
Play
Fame.
with Namdi.
My point stands there. I think Richard Sherman was an exceptional corner as a person.
Why,
But
though?
you don't know
He's
him as
a
a
great
person.
person.
You don't know him
He's
as a
done a lot
person
of
to
great
say
shit
that.
for community, for people.
You don't know
Like,
Marshawn Lynch is a person to say, like, I could say I don't like Baker Mayfield, but it's like he could be a great person. I just didn't fuck with him in college like that.
But that's why it's
But
like,
I loved his story, and I rooted for him. I said I rooted for him. Yes, I did.
you were just talking to us about how
Coming out of college, I
fucking
rooted for Baker
hating on
Mayfield.
Achane because of his story. And we're telling you, these guys, we fucking ride with because of their fucking story and because of what they've done.
I'm not gaslighting.
Yeah, you did. You said that.
And she gonna
Okay,
bet
you
you
didn't
$1,000
say
she
you didn't say we were hating. But you were talking about how he has the better story than all the other guys.
I'm
And
like, he's not a quarterback. He ain't gonna win it.
His story this year.
You said
I'm
I was
not,
drinking
I'm not talking
Haterade.
about college.
I was
I'm
guzzling
talking about
Haterade.
like just the last 4 games is an interesting story.
yeah, and a fucking first round pick who was cast away for nothing and went and resurrected his career and literally put his team on the back, went on and win a Super Bowl, and is now one of the first name basis NFL personalities around. That's not a great story.
Are we talking about
or the dude or the dude who
By the way, his
slipped
name,
all the way.
he's a mural at NFL Network. He has a big ass mural on NFL Network. If you want a free tour, I'll give you one. Whole mural on the wall dedicated to
or
beast
the
mode.
dude who went to fucking
Yeah, I'm
Compton,
not
slipped
surprised.
through the cracks, went to fucking Stanford,
Out of Dominguez.
went in the late rounds, became one of the greatest corners of his generation,
Destroyed his
single-handedly took on one of the GOATs and won a Super Bowl ring,
on Mike Crabtree.
and now is another fucking great personality adjacent to the media. Like,
You're talking about Richard Sherman now?
Yes.
yeah, those are great fucking stories.
Great
like,
people.
And they're great people.
Bobby
Like,
Wagner from LA too.
it's like
The same way that you
it's like Kendrick said, I don't represent no colors. I represent my
you can't
sisters and
compare-
brothers.
You
Like,
can't compare your dislike of Marshawn Lynch and say, "Oh, it's because he's a shitty person." You don't know
Oh
him.
my God, I never said I disliked him. Stop saying I dislike him because I don't.
Okay, if you're saying fine. Let's just say you didn't say that. Your logic doesn't make any sense. He's a shitty person, and I like him as an entertainer.
I said he's an asshole.
Is an asshole a shitty person? I mean,
to understand how far someone's come, you gotta understand, like,
you can't just say
where
they're
they
an
come
asshole
from.
and you've never met them and never had a conversation.
God, good people. Okay, fine. For example, my dad.
You don't know your dad.
My biological father.
We don't know him.
He's a good guy, but he's an asshole. I don't.
But we don't know
I
him.
say that all the time.
I mean, I'm a good guy, but I'm an asshole.
I am too. I'm just saying, if we reversed it and I started talking about your dad, you'd be like, "You've never met my fucking dad." Like,
No, I don't give a fuck because you can talk shit about my.
But that's not the point.
All right,
here.
guys, can we get through the rest of the podcast?
Richard Sherman's a public figure, is what I'm saying. These are public.
Richard Sherman, you can Marshawn Lynch put him away. Again, I said I liked him. Richard Sherman different though, because yes, I can say as an athlete, when he played in the NFL, I disliked him because I didn't like his personality. Straight up. Same with Cam Chancellor.
But his teammates loved him. Other coaches loved him too.
Okay, so Ben Roethlisberger was
His competition loved him.
Ben
His competition. Tom Brady loved him.
I mean, Crabtree's the only dude who probably still hates
Brady
him.
loved him because he was familiar with his game.
Intellectual equals.
Tom Brady, game recognized game.
So
That's what it is.
there's also a thing called agenda setting.
And a person.
Dude, everyone's entitled to like people who don't have good.
But it's also like when people put a mic in front of Richard Sherman versus when they put a mic in front of Tom Brady, they're saying the same shit. They're doing the same shit. That's why they had mutual respect for each other. Tom Brady got into fucking people's asses. Like, it's a known fact.
And never got called out for it.
But he never got called out for it.
For dog cussing
For
people.
dog cussing out people, for
Grown
embarrassing
men.
them, fucking talking down on them.
Dressing them down publicly. No, on the sideline
On the
during
sideline
games.
in games.
Not in the press conferences. He was always very quiet.
Yeah, but if you dog cuss me on the sideline in front of my mother, like, I don't go fuck what you say in the post-game conference.
I'm not defending him. I don't know why we're comparing.
Because Richard Sherman just didn't hide that.
Okay.
He was himself all the way through. And
And
it's
was
like,
respectful.
and it's like, you're
would-
saying that you don't like his personality, but it's like,
I don't.
the personalities are the same.
It's not.
It's just he didn't have the public persona. He didn't put up the public persona
That he was a goody two-shoes.
that other people did. And so that's why he's hated. But now that
Everybody loves
now that the curtain's coming down, and now that he's getting the mic in front of him more, you're like, oh, he has important shit to say. Like, oh, he sees the game in a different way.
So he couldn't have been funny back then when you thought he was like shitty. He was probably the same guy back then.
Dog, he's not that light. He be going
He's
off
from
on the
Compton.
fucking refs.
He ain't changed much.
That one game where fucking the Seahawks or
He
fucked
yelled
up
out,
again.
"Run the ball!" The Seahawks
He fucking
Broncos
went
game.
off.
That shit was funny. Because they should have ran
But
the ball.
that's
He has
him.
trauma.
That's the
He has
same shit.
PTSD. Because guess what? They fucking wanted to make Russell Wilson the star and didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball. Why? Because Marshawn Lynch was perceived as a thug and whatever else,
Oh, because I'm a thug.
even though he's not a criminal.
Trick Daddy
He
loves
was
the
perceived
kids.
as a thug in his career. Yes, he was. So was Richard Sherman, kind of,
So-
after that Aaron Andrews.
So what I was saying earlier about the way people perceive him.
You're stupid.
So that stuff I was saying earlier about the
Gotta play
way
Ron
that most
Isley.
people perceive him, that I was right. Like, yes, did people?
Okay, guys,
No.
we're at 2 hours and we got like 6 more bullets.
No, it's just you, like, your reasoning for
All right, you
not
guys can
liking
chat
someone
through this.
doesn't
off
make any
air.
sense.
We can huddle about it. We can have a fucking stand-up meeting. You can fucking go over
Our brother- my
email
sister
exchange on
divinity.
HR. Like, fuck, dude. Phillips HR. Philip HR.
No, because I'm good.
Child labor laws. I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to work this time of night. He's about to go to fucking jail, bro.
No, it's good now. With me, so I'm good.
No, I would agree with you, but it
You
doesn't
have
match.
big Taurus energy tonight. I'm just
Disagree
saying.
with me.
No,
That's big Taurus energy. I'm
I'm
just letting
saying-
you know.
what you're saying doesn't carry over to when you talk about Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman. And we just gave you like 30 minutes of reasons why they're good people. And you're like, no, they're assholes.
Again,
And that
I
doesn't
never
match
said,
why you saying
I never said he was a bad person. I said he's an asshole. Like, you got to understand. Like,
you said you didn't like them.
I
You
never-
literally said you didn't like those Seahawks teams.
Mate, I will literally explode right now if you say that one more time. If
You said it though.
Did my player just send me a routine run play that he made a tackle for 1 yard?
Hey, can we just not do that right now?
Come
I don't
on,
need high
dog.
school football.
I'm about to-
I'm already getting sent other people's
See,
clips.
I'm an asshole.
You said that on air.
He's like, I had a
paying you.
great game,
But that
and he sends me a highlight of him making a tackle at 1 yard.
Hey man, you know how hard it is for a D tackle to get a one-on-one solo tackle in the hole? That's fucked up. You're a scumbag. You need to go to scumbag court. Actually, no, we already found you guilty. So
Wait, I can't even tell which one he is.
wow, now that's fucked up. Could you not read this boy's
It's a bad
huddle?
angle, bro.
Please don't
there
give a
he is.
play-by-play of this young man's huddle highlights.
Yeah, bro, you an asshole too.
He's underage.
Dog,
Fuck up.
and he went
This is a
too
paid
far
client.
upfield,
What are you
dog.
doing?
Bro, you're black. Bro,
Stop.
And he went too far upfield.
This is
bro.
worse. This is so
He's
much
looking at
worse.
this running back is trash, bro. Because this running back could have really just cut it up.
You just shitted on two. What if that running back is a torn ACL and he's playing on it?
I mean, I doubt.
What if he's Phillip Riversing it? No, it's cats who do that.
See,
Sam McGuffey
there
did
was
that.
a hole there, bro. Actually, it's this tight end that's trash.
Good Lord. He just trashed the whole O-line and the running back.
Well,
Everybody
the
getting-
guard missed him, but the guard had a good angle on him.
Was it
Because
his
he
own
really
play?
took. No, it's a counter play.
Oh, fuck.
But
Oh,
he's
yeah,
too
that-
far upfield, so the
nasty.
guard misses him. But it doesn't matter because the running back takes it too far out because the down block gets ate up, and then the pooler gets ate up.
So did
and doesn't know
anybody
what
get
he's
fucking blocked? There was
Nobody
no double
got
team?
blocked.
So
Nobody
no
got
double
blocked.
team. You missed the double team. You missed the fold. You missed the pull and kick out. Jesus Christ. Start the play over.
But he made a tackle for 0.5 gain. So,
I mean,
and it wasn't really a great tackle.
Take your wins
He
where-
gave up a yard on the tackle.
take your
He
win.
got dragged a little bit.
Was it 3rd and 9 or was it
He
like
kind of
4th?
he got dragged a little
it 3rd
bit.
and
It's a
1?
combo tackle.
Oh, it's
The
nasty.
dude on the down block came and finished it.
He gonna hate you when he listens to the pod. Listen, fast forwards, fast all that shit.
This is why I don't go to games. This is why when they're like, "Oh, come to a game," I'm like, "Dog."
This is why you won't go to your old high school's games. That's fucked up. You only went because it was a playoff
I'll go
game.
to fuck around.
Yeah,
see
you're gonna
my
fuck around
homies.
with your old friends, but you won't
Yeah,
watch the kids. That's fucked
no.
up.
Fuck no. That one year I went and
That was
fucking we
because
had
your whole squad was there.
3 6'5" dudes didn't block anyone the whole game.
That kid even playing football anymore.
I don't know, but he was an engineer. So
That
shout out
kid's
to that
fucking
kid.
massive.
He had a 4.3 GPA.
That kid was fucking 6'6" or 6'5",
a 4.3 GPA.
huge human being, rocket scientist. Probably can't ride roller coasters. Ain't that fucked up?
Go ahead.
Anyways,
Can't
That
ride
is
roller
fucked
coasters.
up. I didn't think about that.
what's your student's name?
Don't say his name.
No, I'm not gonna say his name.
What's fucking wrong with you?
Okay, I was just gonna say that you were joking, but
No, he's
Nah,
not joking.
nah,
He really
I'm
just read off
really
film.
not joking.
He really did film study. Just now,
He
I was
really
like,
just sent me a fucking the clip, bro.
He's-
Like,
oh, man.
all right.
Ixnay.
I was listening.
Ixnay on the play. A.
The joke. All right. Anyway.
I wasn't, bro. Get better. I'm sorry. We'll
He's
work
really
on
not
it.
joking.
We'll work on it.
All right. Anyways.
Your dog. I even told him last week when I saw him. I was like, bro, you're making me look bad.
This has got so much worse. Here.
I saw him when I saw him this week. I was like, bro, you're making me look bad in these streets, dog. You look like you don't know what you're doing out there. I
He
can't
said,
be having that.
a guy
bro.
from the IE trained me.
I don't even play defense, dog. I can't be having you out here looking like that, bro.
That's nasty.
I
Yeah,
know.
okay,
I know
wait,
defensive homies who will fucking
Pack you out.
Pack me out,
you're
bro.
You're talking about kids, though. There's kids.
Okay, there's still a standard.
Standard is the standard.
Standard is
That's
a
why
standard.
you're
standard.
coaching him so he can get better.
I mean, he is getting better.
Coach him to
Believe
play
me,
fucking
he's gotten
offensive
better.
guard.
But just don't fucking make me a fucking macaroni fucking smile and say it's a fucking Picasso, bro.
God damn, bro.
Like, come on, dog. Like,
I mean, you're not.
I'm
wrong.
not your dad, dog.
You pay me to not spare your feelings.
Yeah, like, come on, dog.
All right.
I would just like.
So we can all agree. So is that what settles the feud? I'm the asshole. We all agree. I'm the asshole.
Oh no,
now?
we're
We
all
agree.
assholes.
Yeah.
I'm just polite until I'm blackout drunk and I don't care.
I don't think you're an asshole. I think you are an asshole, but in like a.
I'm
good
probably
way.
a mother. I'm probably a motherfucker. I'm probably a motherfucker. Wait, no, what'd you say?
She said you're not an asshole, but she said I'm an asshole, but like in a nice way.
in an entertaining and funny and likable way.
Woo! Another round.
I guess I don't know.
Hey, Philip, pour up the shots. Let's do it.
I mean, like I said,
Child
that
labor
doesn't
laws.
make you any less likable. It's just like I'm kind of a kind, like, but I still think I'm a likable person.
I'm just kidding.
This is trapping, Your Honor.
Just kidding.
She wants somebody to say something. So what do you mean by that?
Shout out to Will and Jada for not being together for fucking
Oh, fuck.
15 years.
I'm gonna throw
dog.
my mic down and go to sleep.
17 years. Their divorce is a fucking
2016.
It's no
bro.
longer a minor, bro.
Since
That's just wild,
Since
dog.
2016.
Their divorce is about to go to college. Like that's just crazy.
It's
dog.
a coupling.
Huh? Okay,
No, it's
I don't
not
even wanna- I don't wanna know.
Decoupling.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to know.
Yeah, trust
Kirk
me, you
Cousins. Kirk Cousins?
Doesn't have Justin Jefferson.
Kirk Cousins is on the
IR.
block?
Yep, he's on
I
the
didn't
trade
hear
block.
about this.
That's the rumors, anyway.
That feels fake.
There's nothing on the rumors.
Hasn't been substantiated.
Possibly, maybe, possibly, theoretically, hypothetically.
He was
speaking.
asked about it at a press conference that there's trade rumors, and he
you think
said
he might
he's
get
not.
traded?
And he said he's not. He's trying not to worry about it.
Yeah, since Justin Jefferson got hurt, you really want to trade him?
Wait, he said he's trying not to worry about it?
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it either. I'm guaranteed paid.
No, that's such like a cryptic answer, though, because he could have just been like, no. You know what I mean?
See, I'm trying to win games.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's not substantiated that X and X teams are trying to trade for him. But obviously, there's enough circling around that a reporter asked him straight up at a press conference, how do you feel about all the trade rumors circling around your season?
That's the equivalent of
that answer
journalists
sucks.
asking Alex Grinch on defense, does he know everybody wants him fired? He knows. You don't have to ask him. He knows.
Yeah, but you could ask him how he feels. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to defend yourself? Do you want to not?
You're only
wanna
allowed to
fucking
talk
be
to
a-
Alex
You want
Grinch
to be a
only does
cuck
media
or
on
not?
Tuesdays.
You want to be a cuck or not?
Wow, that's crazy. That's more of a Russell Wilson question, but okay.
I feel like he belongs. He stayed.
I think it's a touchdown. I
I think he belongs to
the Vikings have already kind of been in a fucking rebuild.
They have
and
nothing else.
Justin Jefferson's hurt. So what else are you going to do? Trade Hunter and trade Kirk Cousins and start over? Like, what else did they have?
So what?
So what do you say? It's a turnover for Cousins?
Dog, tell me Kirk Cousins in Atlanta is not winning the NFC South.
Honestly,
that team's fucking nice with Kirk Cousins, bro.
and they just traded and got Jefferson from the Rams.
That team's stacked, bro.
So that's
But
why
the
they
question,
traded
and the
another
question,
receiver above
well,
the QB.
the issue is who's going to cost less, Kirk Cousins or Kyler Murray?
Kirk Cousins for sure.
In theory,
Return like
but
he.
we
you don't know
haven't.
what
But
he
we haven't
is,
seen Kyler Murray play in a year.
and you haven't seen him play in another offense.
But also, Kyler Murray gives you more of a chance to build a future because
Does he?
Honestly, like I kind of think maybe he'll go to the Patriots.
And get smashed to death.
and then the third one is Russ, but nobody's trading for that fucking contract. So
I'd rather see him on the
probably-
Cowboys.
What?
Kyler Murray on the Cowboys would be much more entertaining.
No.
I don't know if
I said entertaining. I didn't say they'd win. See, entertaining. I can like them.
he's
because
too.
they're
He's
entertaining.
not dissimilar enough from Dak that I would make that move.
He runs a 4.4. On his
I'm
worst
not
day, he
saying.
runs a
I'm not
4.5.
saying he's. I'm not saying he's not better than Dak. I'm just saying like
It probably helped.
their play styles are too similar for me.
I
like
heard Kyler Murray.
It's not
For them.
similar.
for
It's-
them to
their
do
play styles
that.
are not similar.
I'm not saying that they're similar. I'm saying they're not dissimilar enough that I would make that move.
That's fair.
I
Like-
mean, I don't see a lot of similarities between their game.
What I'm saying is, if I'm the Cowboys and I'm moving on from Dak, I'm getting a fucking pocket passer, fucking Justin Herbert
Dak is a
type
pocket
of shit.
passer.
I'm getting a fucking 6'5" dude who can just fucking slang the rock.
Doc is a.
I'm not gonna roll the dice on a fucking
Dak is a pocket
5'11", more athletic version with better arm of Dak.
I feel that's why I don't. Yeah, I agree.
Like I'm gonna get something totally different.
Like what? Drake May.
I don't know.
That's Mr. Trubisky. So again, try again. Like what are you gonna get? All these QBs are around 6'2".
I mean, I
220.
guess Kirk, but he's not really an upgrade.
All these QBs are 6'2",
He's not really an
220.
upgrade.
What about the
Caleb ain't even 6'3".
the Notre Dame quarterback?
Get fucking Sam Hartman the fuck out of here. He's an all-time passer in ACC history or Wake Forest history, but he has not been impressive for Notre Dame. And he could have went to the NFL this year. Chose to stay in college for like a 6th or 7th year. Why would you do that?
All right, next one.
Cam Rising's getting fucked
He's-
though, by the way. I
He's
feel
getting
bad
a lot
for
more
him.
attention. So
He could have left last year.
when you're saying that,
I've heard Kyler's a piece of shit scumbag. I mean,
I heard he's a.
it's scumbag. It's about the same.
No, I heard he's just full of himself.
So Spencer Rattler,
Same vibe, yeah. Except
I agree. That's Spencer.
Okay,
That's
guys,
the same
let's
energy.
keep it moving.
We agree. It's the same.
Keep it
energy.
moving.
he backs his shit up and Spencer Rattler doesn't. But yeah,
That's true. He definitely killed his stock this stock this year with South Carolina.
Last one.
All right. Both Jerry Jeudy and
Oh God, I'm gonna recuse myself.
His first name Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
They were both on the trade block. Who do you think goes? Who do you think stays? Should they both go? Should they both stay? Where would they
It's
go?
funny because last week
I think Jeudy goes.
they lost to the Jets, and Nathaniel Hackett, the former Denver Broncos coach, got the game ball. And it's like, I don't know, like Denver, they have Super Bowls. They won one in this millennia. So it's like, we don't think of them as like a poorly ran organization. But like, really, we got to start talking about like, they're probably closer to Arizona than they are New England.
Or Washington.
Like, I think that's the reality
New
because,
England sucks ass too.
but I'm saying as a culture, like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
like,
New England's kind of rotting from the inside out.
Whatever. Pick another team. Philly.
I said Washington.
Philly. They're closer to fucking Washington than Philly.
Sure.
Does that work better for you?
They're close to Washington and Arizona.
Whatever, dude. It's the same shit. You're literally just arguing to say the same shit as me.
Washington.
They're both shitty. I'm pretty sure
Terry McLaurin,
Washington and Arizona are both pretty shitty, bro.
Terry McLaurin, any Broncos receiver.
Kenny, you're not even listening to the point that I'm making. You're just talking, bro.
Listen to your point. I'm just saying I'd rather.
The point that I'm trying to make is,
Commanders.
I don't know why the fuck they hired Sean Payton, and I don't know why they hired him this year and not last year.
Thought it would work.
Because clearly they still got 2 years of Russell Wilson, and they still have Sutton under contract, and they still have Jeudy under contract. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, is what I'm saying.
They thought it would work.
They don't have a fucking plan. It's like, you can't keep Russ and not give him any targets, but you also have these receivers that aren't fucking living up to their potential.
I feel like Sutton.
So what are you going to do? Roll the dice.
Sutton's a better receiver.
When you say Sutton's been doing like
He's been doing all right,
Even after the ACL.
but he was better before Russ, before the ACL. So,
They just passed on him too, by the way.
and honestly, I don't really know where they would go where they'd be better. Like,
Judy's been hurt too. So it's
I mean,
like where else is Sutton going to go and be a number one receiver?
maybe the Lions
isn't he number
He's not going to be a
two?
number one receiver.
Isn't Jeudy technically number one?
I don't think so.
when he
When he plays,
Well,
because he's like the 12th overall pick.
Jeudy.
Sutton was a top 10 pick, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He was a second round pick.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Judy's one, but Jeudy
Sutton was
hurt.
a second.
Are you sure?
Judy went right after Ruggs.
Yeah, I know that. I know
He got
Jeudy
10.
was the first overall pick, but I don't.
10th.
Judy's been hurt every year. I don't think he's even had a 1,000-yard receiving season.
He hasn't, but Sutton has.
Exactly. I
Sutton
think
was
Sutton
a
has it a couple.
Sutton was a second, I think a late second round pick. Kind of like
I think Jeudy.
they've missed so much on the O line. That's the problem.
They'll keep Sutton and Jeudy will go. I think.
After what Steve Smith said tonight.
I think Jeudy has longer on his deal though.
Bigger tangent's kind of short this week.
That's fine.
It should be. We literally went on a whole
We need
tangent.
it.
Shaq wants the potential Vegas NBA expansion team all to himself, excluding LeBron's ownership company.
No shit, because he wants to fucking be thirsty DJing and fucking pulling everyone over for DUIs and then giving them fucking IVs as a doctor and then fucking having them watch his movies.
And then comps to his
The
restaurants.
Shaq economy. Yeah, and then having them eat at Big Chicken. Which Big Chicken smacks.
Which, by the way,
you never even had Big Chicken.
you didn't even know what I was going to say.
Exactly.
You don't even know what I was
You don't know about that Vegas culture either, bro.
I don't.
Don't get me started. I'll
Vegas
get on you,
has
bro.
culture?
I don't care.
Vegas has culture, dog. There's culture outside the strip.
I know they're trying to create some.
I mean,
There's culture outside the strip.
outside the strip.
Follow Brandon from Vegas.
I mean,
They got a whole tunnel fucking
some
people.
Some hoods in
I
Vegas
said
I
that
just
to
don't
piss
go
you
to.
off slightly, but yeah.
A lot of gangbangers who came from LA went to Vegas, and
Just like everywhere else on the West Coast, just like Portland and just like Seattle,
Portland
just
don't
like
have a
Arizona.
gangbanger vibe.
Yes, it does. There's gangbangers in
No,
Portland.
in some
There's
hoods,
Bloods.
but I'm saying like,
There is. You've never even been to Portland, dog. Shut up.
bro, how are you telling me Portland?
I've
the
been to
fucking musical
Portland.
city?
I've been to Portland 8 times more than you. Wait, 8 times
I
zero
believe you,
still
but you
zero.
can't tell me
Never mind.
Portland's just this fucking gangbanger hub. It can't be that bad.
Dog, there was a lot of gangbangers that moved to Portland,
Fuck,
dog.
can you tell me anything nice about Portland besides
Portland was a fucking war zone during COVID and Black Lives
I'm
Matter.
talking about before COVID.
Before that, this shit was a fucking
It's a
San Francisco
historically-
meant Sacramento.
That's disgustingly factual. But it's like a historically great musical hub. Hendrix, like, motherfucker just shitted on Portland. I'm like, God damn, bro, you gotta have something nice to say about
Gang
Portland.
banging's everywhere, bro.
I mean, I feel like Portland's
Shout out to
kind of always
Reagan.
been universally like not well liked.
I fuck with Portland.
Are you fucking with me right now?
What, Portland?
No, you just said they're not.
You would
well
like
liked.
Portland. You would like the fuck out of Portland.
It's a nice scene. It's a nice.
You would
place
like the
from what
fuck
I've-
out of
I just
Portland.
hear. I mean, I've never been, but I've just kind of heard people just say. It
I
kinda
would go
sucks.
just for the musical.
It's like a
scene.
weird Austin. It's like Austin, but like weird and cool.
I
cloudier.
don't like Austin.
But it's like Austin, but like not all the shit that you don't like about Austin. It's not there.
and the grunge music scene. I mean, you know, and there's a good comedy club scene out
Have
there.
you ever been to Dallas before?
Just like a layover, like an hour or two.
Dallas is nice.
Yeah.
I fuck with
Have
the
you ever
Army.
been to Deep Ellum?
I fuck with the Army. I have not.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if it's like Deep Ellum, but never mind.
Bottom
But it's
line
like
is,
trees and rivers and bridges, like all through the town. Like
yeah,
it's
not my
fucking.
vibe. I'm a beach
it's-
girl.
It's nice. It's cool.
So you
I
don't
mean,
fuck
I
with
like
the
the beach
docks?
too.
Like-
No, I had plenty of
Oh,
those
well,
in
no
New
ports.
England.
no ports. Then all right.
Plenty of those in New England. And
I mean, it's
That's fair.
like fucking New
You don't
England.
like gloomy weather, do you?
I don't like.
It's
doing that.
modeled after New England too. So
Oh, it's like that
Has those
that
vibes.
fisherman like architecture bullshit, like the.
no, it's like I
like,
mean
the
that.
light pastel colors and like the.
No, just like that whole area is like modeled after the
Feels grungy.
New England, like
Feels grungy.
That's New England architecture.
like
Like Shoreline Village in Long Beach, like that vibe.
no, I just mean like the way, like
The energy.
that's
of the
one of the
city?
first cities that they went to from the Northeast, so that just brought over that kind of energy. I don't know.
The Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I mean that's real.
I mean, yeah. I've heard that Oregon.
You should go to Portland. You would
it's
like
pretty
it.
lib.
You would like it.
Is it like Denver-y?
Grungier than Denver. It's more. I wouldn't say blue collar, but it's more.
Faceted, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Because one block is probably grins, the other is like, yeah, we're hardworking, but we also go to grungy rock concerts and comedy clubs and shit.
I mean, it's kind of like the Bay too. That's why Lillard
But
likes
it's the
it.
northwestern Bay Area.
Kind of, yeah.
Jimi Hendrix legend is well known up there, so it's like,
But he's from Seattle.
but still,
Different.
Macklemore, they still fucking, they love.
Isn't he from Seattle too?
So is fucking what's
Macklemore?
He's
So
from
is what's-
Seattle too, bro.
fucking Sir Mix-a-Lot? He's from up there.
Thrift
Seattle.
Shop Macklemore?
Amine's from Portland.
Yes. What? Yeah, thrift shop Macklemore.
You heard that song he made downtown? You heard
Yes.
that song?
I fuck with it. I honestly
it's
fuck with
very
it.
like Bohemian Rhapsody vibes.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
trash can, garbagey. Like this could have been in the fucking movie Rant.
It's like 4 different songs in one song.
Yeah, it's like fucking. God damn it.
Okay, can we
Wayne's
finish
World.
the fucking
That
show,
scene in Wayne's
guys?
World.
I still need to go to the fucking gym.
Which, by the way, that Vegas thing.
I gotta
went
do a
at 7
double,
a.m. today.
That
and I need to
Vegas-
do a fucking double. So
What's a double?
I need to do legs and fucking upper body.
Did you skip the gym last?
I skipped gym last week, so I need to make it up.
I went at 7 a.m. this morning because I'm better than you.
Okay, I went on fucking 5 before the UCLA game, so I was proud of myself for
You
that.
said Jim blacked out.
On Saturday, no, I went at 5 a.m. before the UCLA game
Oh, okay.
because I'm him.
Okay, that's cool. But that the Vegas thing, like the food workers.
Here we
and,
go.
Like, no, they actually might be going on strike. Like they were picketing right
Like
now. in
everyone
Vegas.
else, dog.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're gearing up for
Get
it.
in line.
In Vegas, they mean that shit. They're like they made record profits in COVID. and after COVID. So
I heard Vegas is like
pay your people.
toileting right now.
It is, yeah.
Flooding.
No, it's just really expensive because of all
I
the
heard
fucking
it's
stadiums. They charge
flooding,
taxes.
And I heard that it's infested with bed bugs.
I don't know about all that, but
France.
I've heard
is.
I've seen that all over social media. Is that it's that like the same way that people talk about France is what they're talking about Vegas. Infested with bed bugs. It's like flooding. Everything's like closed down for some reason. The traffic is 100 billion times worse on the strip just because of all the new stuff they're building.
But that spear looks fucking amazing.
okay.
Anyway,
Can we continue?
Moving on. Jerry Jones is confident that Dak can lead Dallas to a Super Bowl. Still. Any thoughts?
Just like Romo. It's the same thing. Like we're just reliving the same fucking thing in a different multiverse. Like
Yeah.
we know Jerry has his guys, and clearly Dak is one of them.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna be hearing this. It's just a matter of
It's just Tony Romo.
now who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be who's gonna catch the blame for this year's first round loss? Is it gonna be McCarthy or is it gonna be Dak?
It won't be Dak. I don't think he's grown attached.
But the problem is who you're gonna get that's better than McCarthy, and who can you get that's better than McCarthy and you can control him.
Jerry's always had butted heads with his coaches.
Exactly, but he hasn't really butted heads with McCarthy. McCarthy's just been kind of mad.
Because McCarthy's just as batshit as he is.
We'll see.
It's definitely Tony Romo all over again with Dak. Why didn't Trey Lance play?
Again, I wouldn't surprise me if he fires McCarthy and trades a fucking second rounder to get fucking Sean Payton.
Why didn't Trey Lance play in that game? Why did he not play?
Probably doesn't know the offense.
Because why would you want him to play like shit in front of the team you just traded with to get him?
They were down like 35-3 at this point.
It was bad.
Put Trey Lance in. Just put him in.
Put Cooper Rush in.
They did. They ended up putting Cooper Rush in. They should have put Trey Lance in.
No,
Can't believe you watched that game.
Because
That's
then if he
nasty
plays like shit, it validates like you got fleeced in this trade. Why'd you trade for a dude who's ass?
Dude,
ass on the Niners and ass.
Time, bro.
You didn't say that. You were standing him on fucking Niners.
No.
Shut up.
He needs.
I stand for Trey Lance.
If they want Trey Lance to replace Dak or put pressure on Dak, he needs to put pressure on Dak and actually play.
But he can't put pressure on Dak when the team is getting their shit kicked in.
Okay, but he can still like perform.
But again, Jerry would look bad if
it doesn't even about look bad. Jerry just doesn't want to because he's too obsessed with Dak in the same way he was Tony Romo.
Also doesn't want to look bad. Like, imagine going out there trading for Lance and he gets the shit kicked out of him.
But even like, okay, if you really put fucking Cooper Rush in a fucking room with all the other backup quarterbacks, including Will Grier, you telling me he's going to be one of the top fucking 10? No, but he just runs their fucking offense the way they want him to run it. So that's why he keeps getting the fucking looks.
It's like Trevor Siemian. Trevor Siemian keeps getting
It's not because he's more talented or has more that he brings to the table. It's just
it's not even talent. It's not even any of that.
He doesn't fuck them. He doesn't fuck up with their game plan.
There was no game plan. There was 35-3 in the fourth quarter. Just let him play. Like let him have some reps.
Well, what I'm saying is they don't want to do that because that's their ego. Because guess what? If Trey Lance goes in there and starts making plays, then not only do they have to play him, but they have to change their offense to let him cook. Yeah.
Right. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to do.
But that's not Mike McCarthy's ego. That's not.
He never did that with Aaron Rodgers.
Right. No, while I agree with you, that still doesn't. They still should have played
like Kenny said. Why do you think they never had a fucking decent backup with fucking Aaron Rodgers? Like, I don't know.
You're all in on the starter.
Yeah.
Which is why CD Lamb has no help offensively.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but
I mean, they were getting whooped 35-10.
Yeah,
35-3.
If CD Lamb didn't have any help, then he'd have 15 receptions in the game.
No, but you can give somebody garbage receptions and you're still down by a lot. The point is, like, he's an X factor and a difference maker, but he's not making a difference if the rest of your offense is ass, and that is on the fault of McCarthy, and that's why you can't play Trey Lance because it's like this dude hasn't even thrown to CD Lamb a lot. So how are you going to expect any kind of success in your offense.
I mean,
It's not
again,
going to work.
At that point, it wasn't. He just needed reps. Like there was no success happening that
It's
day.
bigger than
But
reps.
what I'm saying
It's
is
bigger than reps.
What I'm saying is
No,
best
I
case
understand
scenario.
what you're saying, and I agree. But
you're making a great point.
But him having an inflated ego isn't a good excuse.
No, you're right.
He's Jerry Jones.
You're right. But it's like at the end of the day, best case scenario, he scores 2 touchdowns. What is that really in the grand scheme of 35-3? Right?
He didn't lose as bad.
Like, what is that?
It make Micah Parsons sound less dumb when he said.
Now you have to answer questions about, is Trey Lance going to get worked into the rotation?
He gave you guys a shot in the arm offensively. You're going to have packages for him.
I guess that
You're going to run the ball with him and Tony Pollard.
Right. You don't want to cause strife in the locker room and whatnot.
There's already enough strife in that locker room.
Is Cooper Rush? No, he's right-handed.
He's definitely right-handed.
I'm not sure.
Because Dak's lefty, right?
No, Dak's a right-handed.
I don't think he
No,
is.
Dak is lefty.
Dak is right-handed.
I don't think he is. I would have
Unless he's
noticed.
ambidextrous, but he
I feel
throws
like-
right-handed.
I feel like I
Dak
would've noticed.
Prescott, as Mississippi State starting quarterback, is the only lefty of the Bulldog bunch.
That motherfucker plays right-handed.
I
Well,
always,
maybe he's
I
a
always-
It's like Tua's right-handed, but he throws lefty.
I always notice a left-handed quarterback. Like I always do. It's
Maybe
weird.
he's ambidextrous then.
Yeah, so is LeBron.
Anyway, closing out. Take your tangent. Sergio Brown, former Patriots, arrested.
And Bill.
He in connection to the murder of his 73-year-old mother.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking dark when I first saw the story, like a while ago.
What? He apparently fled the country.
He dipped and was on IG Live. It was nasty work.
He fled the country, came back, got caught up. I have no idea what the situation was. Obviously, nothing excuses killing your mom, but I really do.
If your mom is Jason Voorhees' mom.
Okay, but I really do want to know, obviously no excuse, but I really do want to know the context. Like, what the fuck happened as to where you felt the need to kill your grandma, like your granny mom?
It could also be a
Yeah, they talk about CTE because he was kind of off in those videos. It didn't make no sense. Like worse than Chandler Jones.
just be schizophrenic or
That is true too.
I think Chandler Jones actually has something wrong with him. I don't think it's CTE.
Because I mean, it's more than just that synthetic
I think
weed.
I think he's bipolar.
I mean, John, his brother is same boat, but worse.
His brother's
Off, like whether
bipolar.
it's chemical through the drugs or
I think
personality types.
He just exudes like symptoms of manic bipolar.
But
opinion.
we never saw this. I mean, unless the Patriots did a good job of hiding it when he got popped for the Super Bowl. So you never know. And like his brother, their other brother, Arthur Jones, didn't seem like he had that issue, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Sergio Brown wilding out here. I wonder what happened.
All right. Well, let's just nix the only one in fair and fade, and let's just go into our rants. Nikki, you go first.
Okay.
Because we're already at 2.5.
I don't know. I really don't have much to say.
So from now on, for every minute we go after over 2 hours, it's push-ups. The whole squad.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get ripped.
I'm instituting this new law now.
Sounds good.
Starting next week?
Yeah, starting next week. Already 80.
Don't be an asshole and try to fucking go over on purpose either.
I skipped my push-ups on Sunday, so I've been back pain all week.
I'm really not excited to watch the Patriots game.
What are we wagering?
Ears.
For years.
All right, if the Raiders win, you got to wear a Raider jersey next week for the show. I got some. Don't worry. I got Raiders jerseys. You'll fit them. I got larges.
Did I bring my Brady jersey for you or what?
Is it 2X?
I think it's a men's medium.
If it ain't a 2X.
So it'll fit my left arm.
It might fit his little
Oh,
brother.
you got a Patriots hat or a beanie? I'll wear a beanie.
Fair enough. I got a hat and a beanie for both of y'all.
All right, fair enough.
It's a one-size-fits-all kind of hat?
I don't know. I have kind of a big-ass head, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know. Man. I got a big ass head. I just accept it at this
Anyway,
point.
I'm not excited. To be honest, the first 4 weeks of the Patriots' schedule this year were extremely intense. I think I talked about it multiple times. Obviously, like the schedule was created before Aaron Rodgers getting injured, so keep that in mind. But like, we had the Jets, the Dolphins, the Cowboys, and the Eagles 4 straight weeks through, which is insane. I can't believe someone at the NFL looked at that schedule and was like, that seems legit. But so those first 4 games, we struggled. We beat the Jets, the Rodgers Jets. But if Aaron Rodgers was there, we probably would have lost. So they thought that was okay. I can't believe that. Like, I can't even begin to even formulate, put brain cells together to understand how someone thought that was okay. But so at first, I was like inhaling the copium, and I was like really convinced that the Patriots were so much better than they were, because it's like we played so well and so close against these exceptional teams, these Super Bowl caliber teams, and then we go in, and I'm like, I wasn't even, like, I was so confident that we were going to destroy the Saints. Like, it wasn't even a thought. I was like, oh, yeah, finally, like, we get to play, like, a normal team that we actually are going to, like, play with.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
wild. You really thought you were going to beat the Saints with Kamara coming back?
You thought y'all was going to score against that defense?
The defense was mauling.
2 pick sixes.
I'm sorry, this is your time. Go
34-7.
ahead.
We lost by a score against the Super Bowl contender Dolphins and the Super Bowl contender Eagles. Yes, I thought we were going to beat the fucking Saints. Anyway,
Yeah, and I'm 1-4 in fantasy as well, and I've also had like 3 losses within 7, so I feel your pain.
So, I mean, dude, I'd rather be 1-4 in fantasy and have a decent team. Well, I guess you don't.
I don't have either.
You don't have either.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
But so just I don't know where. Like, I don't know how we're gonna move forward. I just don't know. Like, it's mine. You said it was my turn. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Like, what the fuck are you saying? And he said, bushy. I didn't think you had that one in you. That was a good one. That was a good cut.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Hurry up!
Dancing in the corner, like what the fuck? Anyway,
You gotta enunciate more. I don't know what the fuck you were saying.
I'm just saying, I don't even know what we're going to do or how we're going to move forward or what the next step is. I'm astounded. I'm dumbfounded. I'm flabbergasted. I'm shocked. Are we rebuilding? I don't. Like, what is this? What do we do? What is this phase? Why are we trying so hard but getting nothing out of it? Like, if we're gonna tank, that's cool. Like, let's do it. And I'll just turn the TV off and not watch it again and not have to stream East because they never ain't got the fucking Patriots games in market ever. But like, I'm just speechless.
There's NFL bite too.
No, that's
So
just
you know.
ass. I do it.
Some of them are good.
I do it through Xbox and like Xbox the UI. on
NFL
Xbox just sucks.
bite works for my Xbox. The Stream East doesn't work for my Xbox.
Wait, say that again.
Stream East doesn't work for my Xbox. It's the only thing it doesn't work on. It works on everything else.
Yeah,
Because I get that stupid fucking cloud verification. It just goes on that on loop.
Yeah, I just keep opening a new tab and starting it over until it works, and then it eventually just like gives up. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I usually do it.
Yeah, I've been using NFL Bite or fucking
I'll do it on my laptop.
crack
though.
streams, buff streams.
Yeah. I mean,
We should get a TDT streams.
I have Hulu Live TV, but it's just specifically Patriots games are just never shown because
Their ass.
they're
sorry.
also just in New England.
Sorry. So did it loud? I was just thinking.
They're like almost the farthest place that they could possibly be away from me right now. So,
Anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, fuck Texas. Y'all thought you were back. Lol. Rank 3. Lol. Get fucked on. Get shit on. See you in the Big 12 championship. I will say, okay, one last thing. As hilarious and salty and pathetic and groveling as the Big 12 members have been, the Hateful Eight, barf, have been about OU and UT's exit, they've been so, especially OSU, oh my god, so groveling, so salty, so little brother energy. They're leaving us, oh my god.
That's
And
how
they
you
talk
sound in
about
the first part of your segment.
how much they hate us and how disgusting we are. It must be so fucking bitter. I can't imagine what disgusting taste they have in their mouths, knowing that UT and OU are going to go to the Big 12 championship. Imagine being that hateful and that pathetic and that ass that those two teams that you did nothing but shit on and act like we're the devil. Ha ha ha. Guess what? On our way out, we're going to take one more chip. Get shit on. Anyway, so yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a surprise, but yeah.
I mean, people are trying to act like OU is going to go 6-6
Preseason,
again.
they actually picked Baylor.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And OSU, right? It was Baylor OSU, I think. That'd be the Big 12
Baylor,
championship.
not Cincinnati. It might have been Baylor, TCU, or Baylor.
I think it was Baylor OSU.
I can't be. No way it was fucking
Disgusting.
OSU. There's no way they picked OSU.
All right, Kenny, go to your rant.
That's disgusting. That's stupid if you thought OSU.
Go
was
to your
gonna
rant,
pick-
please. I just want to go to sleep.
This is part of my rant.
Been up since 5.
Cool story, bro. I just want to know, like, so collectively as a society, like, I think what can probably turn back the hands of Doomsday, the Doomsday Clock, is never talking about Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith ever fucking again in life. Like, been separated since 2016. He should have slapped you after he slapped Chris Rock. Like, for real. I'm joking.
Pause.
I'm joking. One of his sisters should have slapped you. For real. Seriously. Like, what she's doing now is just nasty. Like, I don't even think Tupac fuck with you like that. I think we need to ask Keefe D if Tupac even liked Jada Pinkett like that. We really need to ask questions. Since Keefe D snitched and is about to fucking do life and is the only one left in the car who allegedly knows what happened and how Tupac got shot, Keefe D got to come out and do a podcast like Charleston White and fucking Brittany Renner, and we can just we can get all the just the fuck shit out the way, all the nasty clout shit out the way, and then like Drake and Joe Budden can make up because I'm tired of people right now. Like, this shit is ridiculous. I'm about to become a fucking social hermit again. This is nasty work.
Especially when you get roasted the one night you go out.
I don't even care, bro. That shit was Monday. It's over. I'm gonna cut my max is 3 beers now when I go out.
Nice.
Just because honestly, I definitely fucked myself up with some acid reflux the next day. That was not fun. I had some soup and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna die now. No, like really, it's just if I drink 3 beers, I'm good. But just drinking that much beer and eating the chips, the kettle chips, I knew I was done for. I ate them shits fast, and I kept trying to share them. So constantly, I was subconsciously.
Like, we were like,
I was trying to get rid of them.
Fucking chips, dog.
I kept trying to get rid of them.
No one told you to buy those $4 bag of chips.
I know that was the clear mistake. I was fucked up. That's honestly.
We kept telling you. You did it twice. You did it 3 times. You did it at each bar.
No, I only bought chips once.
No, you bought Cheetos at the first bar.
That's when
you
I
bought
remember.
chips at the pump room, and then you bought chips at Blondie's again.
Wait, I did. Wait, I bought
You
chips
bought
a third
3
time?
bags of chips,
Dog,
bro.
I don't remember a third bag of chips. Oh fuck, that's bad. I don't remember. Well, here's the memory loss and me having headaches all week, but I think mostly migraine headaches. I've had migraine headaches for like 3 weeks now, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that's about. But shout out to finding out which places. For some reason, my insurance company like designated a place only where I can go to get my fucking teeth pulled. Didn't decide to ever tell me or send a notice. So thanks for that. That was a fun 45-minute conversation. Yeah. Get all your health shit taken care of before the winter starts. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I don't have anything this week. Have a good week. Touchdowns and Tangents, TDs_Tangents, Twitter, Instagram, touchdownsandtangents.com. Catch us on your favorite podcast app. Peace.